Roundtable or some shit.
Welcome to the Roundtable. This is Gracie Fowl. Enjoy the show. Easy's going to put on a great one, and he has stinky armpits, so get ready.
I'll see you. What up, though, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Easy. You're tuned in. All right, because I only hosted one roundtable and it went horribly wrong. I invited a foe of one Luke G and J-Mo, and it got awkward. It got real awkward in there. But welcome to the roundtable, I guess. What up? We got my man DSA Dion. What up, though?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us. We got my man Luke G in the building. What up, though, Luke?
Hey, salute to my field generals and all the Lions pride out there.
And my man Andrew from Real. What's your page real quick, Andrew? Because I know you were sleeping for a minute. You were making too much content, but now you've been going fire. You want to drop them?
Real Detroit Lions fans. If you search that up or you watch any of the DSA content, you'll find me.
As a matter of fact, too, I assume you guys already knew the other two gentlemen. The other two gentlemen create content as well. DSA, Dion, Luke G as well. Dion, go ahead, shout your page, and then Luke, go ahead, do yours too. Let them know you in the building.
Okay, I guess just like it's spelled, DSA Dion 2.0, no spaces, and that's my social media everywhere. So yeah,
man, I thought it was gonna sound way cooler. That was kind of get some life in there.
I didn't know.
I
put me out there. I was like, okay,
like Dion was like, yeah. So I'm Dion, and I like sports. Like, bro, we gonna have to. You gotta give it some juice. Okay. Where the juice at, Dion?
I got the juice. Okay.
All right.
Let me show you how to do it. 100%. This is how you got to do it.
All right.
Listen, if you in the building, obviously you know where we at. You know what we doing. We talking Detroit Lions football. What else will we be doing? Why else will we be here? Why waste any other energy?
All right, Luke. Let the man go ahead, Dion. Go take two. Let's go.
All right, take two. We're gonna take two. We're gonna get this right. Let's go.
All right. Hey. Okay. So hold up. Wait a second. Let me read
You got my man flustered, Luke.
Nah, okay. So yeah, you guys can check out my channel, DSA Dion 2.0, across all platforms. You know, we're talking Lions every day, all day. We're talking Lions, man. The draft just happened. It's popping off right now. So get over there because you should and stuff.
And you should.
Yeah,
you should and stuff.
Put haymakers. Come on now.
I mean, he put some funk into it, and we're not judging him for it. We just, I don't know what the hell that was, Dion, but we appreciate it.
You know what it was? Dion's like, these motherfuckers know me. I ain't gotta say shit.
Yeah,
everybody know me.
With that son, everybody know I'm the man when I walk through. That's how he just did it.
Yes. Yep.
Obviously, my name is Luke G. I'm from Luke G's Field Review. I talk everything and anything Detroit Lions football. I do film study. I do live shows. I say controversial stuff, and right now I am Team Bruce Lee. Just putting it out there.
He says crazy stuff. Let's be real.
Now it's crazy.
Ass shit.
Now it's crazy.
Man, look, we'll start with some crazy stuff, actually, guys, if you don't mind. I know we're all diehards. I know we all looked at this schedule and had babies crying in the background and whatnot.
You can hit my son.
He's crying because of your takes, Luke.
Wow, you really went there. You did that. That was you.
We're gonna have some fun, man. We're gonna have some fun.
All right, Andrew, I didn't get the chance to see what your review was of the schedule. Just give me the record you gave the Lions this year. What record you got them coming in or at the end of the year?
I got them around 7-10. I mean, a lot of it depends on obviously injuries and everything, but right around 7-10, 8-9, 7-10. That's where I'm looking at.
Okay.
Can we get him a Snickers? He's not himself when he's hungry. We want to make sure that we want to make sure that he gets this together, man. Come on, bro. You gotta give me better than that.
Who, Andrew?
Yeah, you gotta give me better than 7-10. We gonna be 2 games better. Come on, bro.
I mean, all right. So sound like Luke already on some crazy shit. How many games you got to win, Luke?
Listen, it sounds crazy until it happens. I got them at 10-7, at best 8-9 at worst. But 10-7 is where I think they can be at. And if you follow my logic down the schedule, it makes sense. A lot of the games that we're playing early on is going to be in our favor, and so you have a lot of things that have transpired in other teams that sets us up to be successful. Like, for example, the 49ers lost their defensive coordinator. They don't have a 3-headed running dragon no more, so that part is dead in the water. And now they got to figure out if it's going to be Trigger Trey or Jimmy Garoppolo, and neither of those two scare me in coming into week 1. They got Kyle Shanahan, but we got a guy who's a new head coach who know how to motivate people, and then we got a guy who's a former head coach, Anthony Lynn. So that's a win for me. Then you go to Monday Night Football, a game that could or could not have Aaron Rodgers, but it don't matter. We got a line now. And usually when you got a line, you can do things a little bit different. So as far as I'm concerned, I gave us a win for that game. So I can go through every game and do it, but yeah, I see reason to believe that the Lions have opportunity.
We'll get there.
Yeah, wow. we get there. I don't want to give it all away. We still early. We only about 6-7 minutes in.
I hope you're at home, Luke, and you're not driving because you sound a little drunk with all that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Actually, hey, tell me what you told me before the show, because that shit was hilarious. You said someone said you and Dion have what?
They said me and Dion is clearly high off of hopium, not opium, hopium. Yeah. In other words, we our levels of hopium is real high. But you know what? I just think Dion, like me, see the truth. This team won 5 games with a guy that they hated, nobody liked, and now you got a guy that everybody likes and love. They can play music in the locker room now, whereas they couldn't even fart without getting yelled at. I think it's going to be different. It just is what it is. So, yeah, hopium, if that's what I'm on, cool. Hopium, got LT to the Hall of Fame. And that's another story. We're going to leave that alone, though.
Malik Mill said, "Who gave Luke G a bigger stage?"
I know. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, Dion. It sound like because the person mentioned you in that same comment.
Yeah.
So you must be on some hopium too. What's the record that you got him?
I think I'm always on something like that. Like I've had a lot of different names for stuff. So that's a new one. I like it though. Like that one has a nice ring to it.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
T-shirt.
Ooh.
Detroit Lions, where you get hopium. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it.
You think we can sell that to everybody? Okay, that's
good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, let's do that. I'll work on that tonight. No, dude, I have him like in the 9 and 8 range. Like I was thinking like around there. I do see improvement like Luke does. I think like the highest I had was 10 wins, but I see improvement in a lot of areas. I see a team that like the trenches first is where I'm looking, and I'm really confident that we're gonna have a reliable running game. And I know Goff can play in those circumstances. I love the improvement there. I really like when I look at the whole this offseason of how this roster changed. Like I think clearly we got worse at the receiver position. I think we took a downgrade at quarterback. But aside from that, I mean, like guys that we were losing that were getting paid like Trufant, Coleman, like these dudes, they didn't play that well. And now I think with the new coach, like it changes like that. You know, players starting to want to be there. Confidence is everything, man. You got to get players buying in, believing. And I think. And as soon as I heard Dan Campbell in Miami and he was doing his presser and he's like, I know how to get the best out of players. I know, different ways to treat players to get the best because not everybody is the same. That sold me. I was like, boom, I like it. I love it. Not everybody's the same.
And it's evident though. It's evident that it worked because if you look at what Jamal Williams talks about on the often, he talks about how this guy has always got people happy. He's getting people to come in here, and everybody that comes in talks about how it feels like a family. It's always a good time to talk to the coach and to talk to different people. You see it on a regular basis. It literally, like if you think about the Justice League movie, you remember when Superman was screaming out at the getting stabbed and they said, "Oh, the beacon has been set off." He literally set off a beacon that people saw, they noticed, and they came. And if you look at everybody who comes in here, their swag is on 10, the confidence is high. I just don't see how we have a worse season coming in with the improvements that we've made and just the idea that they like who they work for.
Luke, can I add to that quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, remember like when he was back in Miami and he was the intern coach, and if you like read all this stuff about like how the players were reacting to him, they wanted him back, man. Like that was huge, like chanting in the locker room, things like that. Like that, if you bring in that, like I just remember when Bevel took over and they're like, man, it was like a good environment here. It wasn't a long-term answer, but I mean, they looked a little different. I mean, I think we saw players look different. So I think that's huge.
It makes sense though. It just makes sense.
It does, definitely.
With that said though, because of the situation with the offensive coordinator that took over here, people were happy because the coach Patricia was gone. Sorry guys, I'm drawing blanks on the names. Who was fucking my man? He's in Jacksonville now.
Darryl Bevel.
Bevel. Yeah. what I'm saying? They're happy because my man was gone. It could have been the same thing with Joe Philbin back in Miami. But I do get the charisma behind Dan Campbell. Like, as someone who's, I guess, conspicuous. I mean, I don't know the correct word to say, but like, I'm kind of sipping on some Kool-Aid. I think, I mean, you've seen the group chat the other day, Luke. I said, I like how this Kool-Aid makes me feel. I can't lie.
Listen, I literally said I am the Kool-Aid. I was like, listen, y'all can say I'm on that Kool-Aid because I am the Kool-Aid. And I'm not trying to say that in a way to say that, hey, that y'all should get the same hope that I have. But if you follow football the way I follow football and you see those little details that make sense, it's hard for you to not want to be excited about this year. It's 100% different in a lot of ways. Everything about this offseason genuinely is listen, you talk about from now football games being back on the radio, on FM radio, to Calvin Johnson is now at least talking to the people who with the Detroit Lions. Everything has been different. And the biggest thing that I'm noticing is this. There's an excitement in the room. And what I mean by that is most people, when they write about it, even when they want to write negative, they still have to mention how excited this GM, this front office, and the players who are coming in are to be here. It lines up perfectly, in my opinion.
Look, I love y'all, and I'm usually super positive. But when you look at the schedule, man, there are some very tough teams to play. And I know we improved, right? Our defense literally cannot be worse than it was last year. I mean, we're allowing like 40-point games every other week. And, our offense had a huge overhaul. We upgraded that O-line. But if you think about it, every single piece of the team is basically different, besides like 5-6 players. And to me, that is hard to bring that all together in an off season where, you're going to have all this COVID crap again. Right. And the first 3 weeks, I know, Luke, you're saying the 49ers, they lost their, defensive coordinator. They lost a couple pieces, this, that. Our first 3 games are arguably the toughest stretch we have in our whole schedule. And that's how we're going to start the season. Dan Campbell, he's all about, getting players hype, get the most out of them. But that's going to be really hard if you're versing the Packers, the Ravens, and the 49ers out the gate. It's a little different if you're versing like the Bears, Bengals, Minnesota, those 3, which are the next 3 after them. But you're starting off with basically 3 playoff caliber teams right away, which is great. You get to test how that defense is. You get to test that new, upgraded O-line, your quarterback, everything. But it's going to be tough, and it is going to be demoralizing if we don't start off hot.
I just could not disagree with you more. I couldn't. Listen, let's be honest. If you tell me that the toughest 3 games that we have entire time, or the toughest stretch, if that's the toughest stretch, then I feel really better about my prediction. Because let's be honest, you're talking about 3 playoff teams. What the hell makes the 49ers a playoff team? They went 6-10. Their entire
defense was hurt last year.
They went 6-10. What makes them a playoff team?
They were injured. That was a really impressive 6-10, bro. They lost like half their team in the Giants game alone.
Yeah. And again, my question is, why are they a playoff team this year? Why?
Their entire team is healthy.
Okay, so
your view is Super Bowl.
They're healthy.
Look, they went from Super Bowl to your entire team getting hurt, and now it's this season. I don't know how you cannot be at least a playoff caliber team when your entire team is coming back healthy.
They lost their defensive coordinator. They do not have the run game that set that defense up to be successful in the first time. And on top of that, they finished 6-10. We had injuries and won 5 games with a worse defense. So our guys is coming back healthy. Why are we not giving our guys any love and praise? If we can sit there and talk about them being a playoff team because their guys are coming back healthy, well, we getting back healthy people. We had people that opted out. We had people who was hurt. We getting that back. And guess what?
Nick Bosa.
Yeah,
we don't need Kittle. We don't need
Kittle.
We don't.
Bosa.
Well, we got a George Kittle. His name is T.J. Hockenson, so we can skip that part. And the Nick Bosa part, we don't need a Nick Bosa when you got a front 7 that can touch people. Now you're gonna have Julian and Romeo both on the outside rushing the quarterback. You're gonna have Brockers, Antarike, and I forgot my other man's name really quick. It's gonna come to me. They're gonna move him around. Yes, McNeil. That's going to be your pass rush group right there. And then if you ever decide to really get dirty, you can literally just decide, like, you know what, Trey out there, Brock out there, McNeil out there. I'm going to just send my man Derek Barnes out there in the building. You have options. But what I don't like as a Lions fan base, how we keep trying to turn around and act as if though everybody else has got improved because they got healthy. Well, damn it, we did too. And where's our praise?
Well, there's a difference, though, Luke, okay? And the big difference is the fact that they were a Super Bowl team when they got healthy. What do you mean when? 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. I was 20 pounds lighter. That doesn't mean nothing to me. I don't want to hear about 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
The same thing. What is this?
I'm just saying.
I don't know what you're saying, Luke.
What I'm saying is this. You can't tell me about them being a Super Bowl team 2 years ago when I'm telling you they only got to the Super Bowl because they ran the ball and played defense. The problem is,
hey, 2 years ago, cat drank milk. What the hell they got to do?
Exactly. Let me ask you, Luke, what are they missing in their run game?
Clock goes 24 hours. Okay, what?
Luke, so what are they missing in their run game? They still have Jeff Wilson. They still have Tevin Coleman.
Okay.
They still have Jerick McKinnon, don't they?
Hold on. No, they don't. I don't think they got Coleman no more, and I don't think they got McKinnon no more.
So before you finish that, Jeff Wilson was their best back. I just want you to know that.
I don't care. He ain't important. I'm trying to get you to understand something.
All right. Real quick though. Luke already saying crazy shit. I love you, man.
I'm stating facts. We praising everybody else, but we can't praise ourselves. Come on now, we got to do better.
We can praise ourselves, but we haven't seen ourselves. There's a whole new coaching staff. There's a whole new starting quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole new team, scheme, all that. We had nothing to praise. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way, like doubting us type shit. I'm saying in reality, we have nothing to praise. We don't know what we're praising yet. We haven't seen this team on the field.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair, but you got to also look at it like this too, Easy. You got to look at what I'm just going about what is being said about how we're going against playoff teams and they're healthy and they were a Super Bowl team 2 years ago. And I'm just going by that. And I'm saying, listen, you can tell me all of that, but tell me where we improved at. Tell me where we had our moves at. And yes, you're right. We haven't seen what this team is going to be just yet. But I can tell you this. I trust what I've seen out of Anthony Lynn as an offensive coordinator, and the fact that he can help out Dan Campbell as a head coach, that's huge. I trust what I've seen out of John Dorsey. And the fact that John Dorsey has a track record of bringing in talent and getting things set up in a way for success, I trust those things. The one thing I can tell you that gives me the most hope and the most visual belief as it pertains to the Lions in this schedule is that one thing you said there, the unknown. And those unknowns are things that we are going to have the advantage on, especially in the game against the 49ers when they got to travel from the West Coast to the East Coast to play a 1 o'clock game. Easy done muted himself.
Man.
I muted myself, my bad. In that particular situation, there is a known though, because Jared Goff coming from that exact division, they know him very well, just as he knows them, but he hasn't won against that team. And I think he's 0-4 in his last 4 starts against the 49ers.
He 3-5 overall. If you're doing the win-loss record for quarterbacks and stuff, I hate that crap. But the Rams were 3-5 against the 49ers. And so that's not a Jared Goff issue. There's other factors that led to those losses and wins. They can know Jared Goff all they want. That ain't got nothing to do with the fact. What they don't know is the Detroit Lions. They don't know the table and how they're going to deploy it. And we're going to be running the ball this year. We didn't bring Jamal Williams in here just to talk good about us. He's not a spokesperson for nothing.
I like what Jamal Williams had to say about this team too, by the way. All right, well, let's get into it, fellas, because I got the schedule pulled up. I would like to go game by game if you guys are cool with that, or I mean, if you guys think about a different situation. I'm gonna pull it up, put it on the screen. Obviously, we were talking about the 49ers. Luke, Dion, you guys are off that hopium. I'll start with you, Dion.
Hey, I had a loss mark down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is this one of your wins? Is this one of your losses? So this is a loss for you, Dion.
This is a loss for me. Yeah. I hate to say it, but I got it as a loss here. I mean, Luke was making some nice points. I was feeling it a little bit, and I think this is the time you want them if they are going to be that Super Bowl returning team. You want them right here. Let's get the season started. Things are coming back. New pieces. Let's go week 1 then. You know, because early in the season, I always bring it up. Like when we beat the Patriots, I think having them week 3 was nice. You play this team week 15 when they're getting going. It's like, that might not be when you want to see this team. So I like it week 1, but I still have a loss just because of how my record works out.
Okay. Luke, it sounded like you got us beating the shit out the 49ers.
I'm not saying we're gonna just blow them out, but I got us beating them. It's just too I noticed this a lot of times where those teams got to travel from the West Coast to the East Coast. It's a little sluggish. It's a little different. Now, if this game was a 4:00 game, I might be like, okay, yeah, because that gives them a little time to get rested up, and then they got time to adjust and get themselves into a regular clock. But you're talking about them coming from the West Coast, 3 hours behind us, to the East Coast to play a 1:00 game. In their minds, they 3 hours behind. And on top of that, you're coming into it with no game film on what the Detroit Lions is. You can have preseason games, but they're not going to show you nothing in preseason. So you're coming into it with nothing to work with. Yeah, I'm giving us a fair shot to win that game, and I got it as a win.
Luke, you should get into sales.
I wish I was in sales, but that's not what I do for a living.
I ain't gonna lie. Look, I know you're crazy, but I was like, the Kool-Aid tastes so good.
He said, I know you're crazy, but I'm just saying. There's a lot of things.
Damn, you, Luke, got me thinking crazy a little bit too, man.
I'm just saying, bro. It lines up perfectly. I'm telling you, it lines up perfectly. What they do, they don't have enough information to prepare for us. We have information to prepare for them.
Or do we? We haven't seen Trey Lance. I don't think he's starting the season.
He's not starting the season. And if they did start him, that's even better. And I'm gonna tell you why. If they did start the rookie quarterback that first game, he's going to go out his way to try to show that he was worthy of that pick, and he's going to overcompensate, and he's going to definitely make mistakes. I've seen it happen over and over again. The Lions are going to be at home. There's no pressure. Nobody believes in you. You already, in the national media's eyes, is a bum team. You're not winning anything. What do you have to lose? And guess what? Nobody has no tape on you. The last time I saw something like that happen similar was when the Seattle Seahawks gave that big contract to Matt Flynn, drafted Russell Wilson. Nobody gave him a chance, and voila, the rest was history. See, this is the reality of it. You got to be able to give them a chance to see it from a perspective that don't evolve looking just at the players or what they did 2 years ago.
All right, Andrew. What you got in week one at home?
Look,
San Francisco 49ers.
I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means. If I was a betting man, I'm definitely taking that +7. But with that being said, I just don't think we have enough to overcome the 49ers. They're a very good team. I know Luke wants to say, what do they have? This, that. They have a very talented defense, and they upgrade their offense. So with that being said, regardless of who's playing at quarterback, I just don't think we have enough to stop them offensively, and I don't think we have enough to beat out that defense unless they really, really scheme to utilize Swift heavily and Hawkinson. But it's week one. I don't know. I got to count that as a loss.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I mean, I got us as a loss in that game. It's nothing due to like us. Like I don't want to sound crazy like Luke, but I'm a little bit sold on the fact that this offensive line is completely put together. I do think DeAndre Swift's like a tremendous talent for us in the backfield, and the fact that that's you pound that ball and then you have a tight end on play action. Not to mention, I don't think Jared Goff is great. You guys should know that by now, but he ranks number 1 in all play action stats for quarterback. Most of them. I don't know about all of them. I could be talking on my ass a little bit about that, but I know majority of the play action stats. And I know you guys are nerds like me, so I know you know this. He's number 1. So I could possibility, but Brendan Shanahan, I'm not Brendan Shanahan, that's a hockey player. I apologize. Detroit legend. What up, though? Kyle Shanahan's an offensive genius. Not to mention Nick Bosa is a fucking scary human being. That's a bad man. You got George Kittle. And no matter what running backs, you said they got no more running backs. So you said that earlier, Luke, but it don't matter who they have a running back. He's always made it work. Shanahan has, and it speaks to his genius. And I just think they're a great fucking team, but we'll see. That's a loss for me too, though. So Dion 0-1, me 0-1, Drew 0-1, Hopium. I'm playing. I'm sorry. Luke want to know. Sorry, bro. I'm not trying to pick on you. I apologize, man. I'm only saying that now because it's gonna get a lot uglier later on. So I want you, what I'm saying, get upset.
Listen, we good, bro. We good. It's football. Let's get it.
Week 2, our only primetime game other than Thanksgiving against the Bears, but week 2, Monday Night Football. against the Green Bay Packers. Personally, I'm sorry if I'll go first on this one, because personally, I don't know how to judge this one because we don't know who the starting quarterback is going to be. And I think that makes a big difference. We've seen Aaron Rodgers kill us late in games. I mean, of course, we remember the Hail Mary here in Detroit. I hate even bringing that shit up, man. But it's a tough one to judge because we don't know who's going to be under center. But I'm going to say this is my first win on the season because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be there in Green Bay this year. This is my first win for the Detroit Lions. I had my actual record like next to me and the reasons why from what I did earlier, but I left my notepad in the back, so I could be lying. Maybe this wasn't my first win, but looking at this now, I think that we could beat the Green Bay Packers. Dion, I'm going to pass to you. Sell me some opium.
I got you. I'm with you on this, man. I got the dub too. I like it. I love the fact that we get this like on the road Green Bay. I love kind of like the revenge thought here, but I think this is like a beautiful statement setting up. Even if they lose to San Francisco, go on the road. I don't know what the quarterback situation would be like. I'm gonna say regardless, we win this game, Rodgers or not. I think they win this game. I love the run game. When I look at the Packers, I like the Packers. I like their offense a little bit, but I don't love what's going on there situationally. I just think we're going to win this game. I mean, I don't know what it is. Sometimes you got a feeling about a game. This is the game I have that feeling that they're going to win this one.
That high, that hopium, it just kicks in.
Yeah. Bam, there it is. Hey. Hey, okay. No, we good.
No, you good. So all right. So me, Dion, we got dubs. What up, though, Luke? I'm gonna pass it on you, man.
It's a win, and I give evidence to everything I say, so I don't want nobody to do it. If you go back and you remember that game under Matt Patricia, I hate to say that name here. I know it's a bad word. Slap my hand. I did it. I'm done. Okay. That game at halftime was 17-14 with Green Bay being in the lead at halftime. At halftime, they literally ran away with the win because in that game, they ran the ball 35 times for 259 yards and 2 TDs. A-Rod didn't have to do a thing. He literally had 30 attempts, completed 18 of those for 240 and 2 touchdowns, but they were just able to run the ball. I'm telling you, those running games is dead. A-Rod can be there, and we're still winning this game. Just look at it from this standpoint, people. In that game, they got to the quarterback, sacked him 4 times for 26 yards, right? But if you go through and you look at the tackles for a loss, the hurries and stuff, those numbers were significantly higher. We have a line now, people. We're going to run the ball now, people. Our defense, who was hot garbage, people, has a new person that they actually like. The cornerback even said that he's learning things that he wish he knew in his rookie year. And I look at this game and I go, A-Rod can be there and it don't matter. They're not running the ball down our throat this time. They're not coming up, and which, by the way, we played them in week 2 of last year's schedule too. They're not running the ball down our throat this time, okay? They're not going to be the ones doing that, okay? And so when you go through and you look at that part of it, we're definitely winning that game because we, again, and for another year on the road, gave them a run for the money with a poorer coach, with a poorer defense. And now, just off the fact that we got a better coach, because the first person to say, well, how can you say he's a better coach than Patricia? Because I already like him and the national media do too. Nobody talked about Patricia but Skip Bayless. And when he did, he asked a simple question of what qualified him to be a head coach. That's the truth. This team is going to go in there and they're going to be the ones running the ball down their throat, which is going to eliminate the Smith people, right? We take them out the picture. And if that don't work, who in the hell is Kevin King covering? I mean, really, who is he covering? So I think we get the win here. I got us at 2-0 at this point.
Crazy ass motherfucker. No, it's good. I got us for the bell too. You know I was giving you shit. Real quick, and I'm gonna bounce it back to Dion just real quick. You still got that as dub, even if A-Rod makes that start?
Yes.
Okay. What about you, Dion?
Yeah.
Okay. Drew, the floor is yours.
Look, after coming off a loss to start the season, Mr. Hype Man Dan Campbell is about to come up biting some knees, about to get the team hype. We're going to go into Lambeau and kick some ass, all right? Primetime game. You just lost your first game. You got a lot to prove as a head coach. You got a lot to prove as the Lions. You got a lot to prove as a starting quarterback of the Lions. You have so much to prove coming into this game, right? the Packers are freaking falling apart. What did they do in the offseason? They got rid of 2 of their best offensive linemen. 2 of their best offensive linemen. Rodgers was already kind of taking a beating last year in comparison to, years previous, and they downgraded a couple spots. Then you add in the fact that Rodgers literally doesn't want to be there. Devontae Adams is like, shit. I mean, if Rodgers leaves, my future's up in the air too. Their team is falling apart, right? What do? We address the trenches on the D-line, and that's going to help us not only get after Rodgers if he's there, which I think we'll win regardless if he's there or not, but then it'll help us stop Aaron Jones because, like Luke said, 200-plus yards on the ground, you're not going to win that game. So with that being said, we're catching the dub and starting the season off 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, I even looked at like Don Burr made a comment in there where he said, look, Luke, that's the problem. People know we're going to run the ball, and that's what the problem is. And they're going to load the box up. The difference is you load the box up this time with Tyrell Williams and Perryman out there. I promise you'll get your feelings hurt. You will. Because at this point, now you have the box loaded. And again, it's Kevin King. I know. Just being honest.
Look, I mean, regardless of that, though, Luke, like, if you look at the Titans, I mean, everyone knows they're going to use Derrick Henry, and the Titans' offense still clicks. Derrick Henry still is rushing for 2,000 yards. I think people just assume, oh, you're a run-first team, people will load the box, you're going to lose. Well, a good coach is going to scheme to where they have other things going on, and you're not just going to run the ball because you're a running team. You're going to utilize your strengths and attack the defense's weakness.
Plus, you got to look at it like this, even using the Titans as an example. When teams did load the box up to try to stop Derrick Henry, AJ did what to him? Made him pay down the field. Even Corey Davis at times, which he's not there now, made him pay down the field. And so you open up a can of worms that makes it hard on you. And don't forget, to me, the wild card for all of it, for the entire offense, the one wild card for me is Amon-Ra St. Brown. You can't cover everybody. If you take your best covered linebacker and put him on TJ, who y'all putting on Amon-Ra? I gotta take it an easy. I gotta take it a win here. It's too much to worry about.
Yeah, I think another thing too. I had to put the highlights on real quick. I'll stop them though, so we don't get the stream shut down. But you could have a team that's like going to run the ball. And you can know they're going to run the ball every time. But if that offensive line is so dominant, which we have the capabilities of doing now with Penei Sewell on the other side, on the right-hand side, like I think it's a very it's a possibility we can end up being that team. And the other thing too is like DeAndre Swift's a guy who can make a move. He can make you miss tackles. You know what I'm saying? So on top of that, so even if you did figure something out and got through and filled up a gap or something like that, he can make you miss a tackle. He's got enough speed to take it all the way too. So I got this as a dub. I'm gonna stop the highlights real quick before my pants. I can't wait, man. Real quick, that sounds crazy. I think DeAndre Swift. This is off the wall. I apologize for throwing this at you guys. You think he could eclipse 1,000 yards this year, even if we end up under 500?
I think he could, because if you just go back and you look at those highlights you even showed, every single one of them was on what side of the ball? The left. He's going to have options now. He doesn't have to worry about just being like, you know what, ain't no point in going to the right because they're going to get me hit. It's going to go to the left. And at the end of the day, when you start to talk about the run game, having those options make a world of difference. They heavily favored the left side of the ball when it came to the run. Now you're going to have options. It makes it harder for a team to cover. And I think he can get that 1,000 yards. So especially if he's just stopped looking back, man. There's a few runs he had that could have went the distance if he didn't stop looking back and didn't try to slow down and make them miss.
What about you, Dion?
Yeah, no, when we were talking about this yesterday, when I first thought about it, I said no. But then when we were running through the numbers of how many yards it is a game, it's like 60 now with 17. As long as he's healthy, I think, I think it's going to be a pretty full rotation, though, so I don't see him putting up like crazy numbers. I think they're going to go deep. I think they'll go 3-4, and they're all going to get snaps. But I think if he's healthy, he's so talented as a runner. He was just so much ahead of what we had last season. I thought AP was solid, but he was just really slow and stuff. But yeah, no, I love Swift. I think that dude's going to fit really well behind the offensive line. Like Luke said, he can go right, left. I think he's going to find those little holes, and then, he has to make you miss. So I think so. Yeah,
and honestly, I think he might be like, I don't know if I'm a bell cow because he doesn't really have a big frame, and I don't know if he can take how many hits he could take, carry on throughout a game. But Anthony Lynn is a former running back. and back even in LA with Austin Eckler, and who was the other guy I'm thinking about? Melvin Gordon. He let them eat. He let them get carries. And he knows the mindset of a running back and the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like when they get hyped, how many times you need to touch the ball to feel confident in yourself. Like I can see him carrying the ball a lot. And then, like I said, you guys obviously heard, I think, the line's going to be open for him to burst through those holes and whatnot. But Andrew, you got us with a losing record. So I'm actually curious to hear your answer. Do you think he'll eclipse 1,000 yards this season? If he stays healthy, obviously.
What's your name? Easy? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I mean, he's easily going to get over 1,000 yards, man.
Easy, baby.
I mean, if you literally just look at the fact that it's a 17-game schedule, that makes it easier. Then you look at the fact that we have coaching staff from the Saints and the Chargers. Those guys utilize their running backs like crazy. Dump passes. Literally 10 targets a game go to their running backs. They create space for their running backs, and that's where their offense goes through. Why would we invest in our offensive line if we're not going to, utilize Swift more? Swift should easily be getting 25 touches a game. And with that being said, he should easily get over 1,000 yards.
I mean, you can make it even more simpler, Andrew, if you just look at the fact that he played in 13 games, only started 4 and got 521 yards.
Right.
Just saying.
I mean, the guy, they literally set up our offense so that we can utilize our running backs just like the Chargers do. We're, I think it was you, Easy, said, well, Goff is top, play action quarterback. How do you set up the play action? By running the ball, and then you look at our wide receivers. We don't have an elite wide receiver. We have a really good tight end. We have a really good running back. Utilize those, and the rest will be history, man.
Andrew, I like the point you made there about like out of the backfield to touch this, because I think he's going to be pretty involved in the receiving game a lot. I look back to the Rams and how much Todd Gurley got involved there when Goff was there, how much he likes to go to those guys, like the yards after catch. And then I look at the linemen we're bringing in, these athletic dudes that love – I mean, that was Sewell's offense, was screen. I mean, you get it out there, you just let those guys use all that vision, which is their strengths. They're going to get tons – I love it. Get them to the outside.
I'll tell you what, man, if y'all play fantasy, get Swift on your team. If you're in a dynasty league, you better trade for him now, because once the season starts and you realize how many touches he's getting, you're going to regret it.
Yeah. Dion, do you do fantasy?
I've tried it. It's never goes well. Last time I took like Stafford 3rd round and people were like, you took Stafford? I was like, I don't know. He's good. So I got last. I get last every league. I was in like 8 leagues, got last in all.
I hope you.
Yo, let me help you out, Dion. I literally helped Rachel do her draft this year, and she won her league. So
okay, hold on. I got
hit up. You know how drug addicts they be telling like their life story, be like, man, I lost my house, I lost my car, just because I was addicted to this opium. Then I was like, I lost my fantasy league, I lost bets, all because of that opium, dog.
I drafted all the Lions players, man. I know I can't win like that, but I got to. You see him sitting there like, yeah, he's better. No, it doesn't work though.
Yeah, I don't even. I noticed I got quiet because I cannot stand fantasy football. I despise fantasy football. Like fantasy sports is ruining sports. I swear, it's got so many people thinking they know sports because their fantasy team won. It's ridiculous to me. I freaking hate fantasy sports, so I'm gonna stay out of it.
Have you played it ever?
I did. I lost because I had
because football. You heard it here first.
No, listen. I don't know if y'all remember this. There was a game where Brian Westbrook ran to the 1-yard line and just laid down. It's one of the greatest plays in NFL history. It gave his team a chance to win the game without it going back and forth like it was. And if he goes in, I win that week, and I'm moving on. I'm gonna get a chance to win some money. But that wasn't why I don't like fantasy football. I don't like fantasy sports because I'm starting to notice that the game is being catered towards that crowd. And it's not just us, it's every other sport. Baseball. I remember baseball games used to be like 1 to 2. They're getting 11 hits now. I saw one game where it was like 12 hits. I'm like, that's ridiculous. So to me, I'm not big on the fantasy side of it. Even when you look at most of the way people talk to you, when people talk to you about football, it's all based off of fantasy sports. I won my fantasy league because Aaron Rodgers threw for this many and I got 400 points. It's like, bruh, that's not football. So yeah, I despise it. It is what it is.
Man. Someone commented about Penei Sewell. I got excited. We're gonna say Dion, my bad.
I was gonna say, how long has fantasy football been around, man?
Like,
shit,
I didn't know it was that long. Shoot. Okay.
At least before me and you were alive, that's for sure.
Yeah.
and let me say something too quick for like fantasy football, because this is my fantasy football rant. That shit where you and I apologize for swearing anyone. I don't get shit. I don't give a fuck. Look, fantasy football.
I believe it.
The best way and the only way you should be doing it is on DraftKings or FanDuel. Honestly, like that shit where you make a commitment to a guy the whole year and you're kind of fucked 1 week if they has a bye week or like a injury and stuff like that. Like if you want to test your true skill at fantasy football, you do that the DraftKings or FanDuel. I swear to God, and you get a new team every single week.
You know, this is sponsored, bro.
Listen,
man, we're not sponsored by them, but
I'm
hey.
playing.
But look, but that's the way you test it though, because you get a fresh new lineup every single week. You know what I'm saying?
But look, Easy. That's the easy way out though. Let's say
ain't the easy.
No. Let's say like this past year. No. Let's say this past year you get draft first overall and you draft McCaffrey. My man went down and missed almost the entire season.
Exactly.
To have
Fuck
skill.
That. I am not paid. I'm not investing my money in a fucking league where that shit can happen to me. Fuck off. That's some bullshit.
Right, it's all good, man. We can't all be good.
No, it's not. All right, guys. Let's move on. So, only 2 games in.
Yeah. Rapid fire.
No, I mean, listen. Listen. I get it. You think it takes skills to do fantasy football. There are people who think it takes skills to play Madden. Neither of them have anything to do with sports. I'm just telling you. It just is what it is. Nah. No. Don't do it, Easy. Don't do it.
Sound like a fucking pterodactyl.
Part of the reason that I fell in love with football, because I didn't have cable and shit growing up. I had Fox 2. I had on the antenna. The shit was all fuzzy and blurry, all fucked up and shit like that. But I had Madden and I had the NCAA. And they helped me learn the rosters of the teams. And then the GM mode, or GM mode as 2K, franchise mode, that's what I fucked with the most, because you could take your team to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be sad about your Lions. You could fucking, man, fuck that. I'm restarting this game. Fuck the 49ers. We run that bitch back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. It can help you, I guess, in that sense and depth and like learn other teams and whatnot. I mean, there's some skill in it. There's some skill in it. If I'm ever heated, bro, it's always fake. Unless you tell me Bruce Lee could beat me up. Then you know what I'm saying? I'll turn up.
Next.
Listen, you see, I ain't say nothing. You ain't finna get me with that one. That's a
rabbit hole.
I literally showed a video of a guy trying to punch him and getting kicked in the face. Listen. I'm not. I'm leaving that alone. I'm leaving it alone, bro. Listen. I told the people that if it's anybody, if you ever get trapped in a dark alley against Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, Jet Li, or any other Lee you could think of, call Easy. He's gonna handle this. Okay, he got the answer for it. He gonna choke him out. He said they not messing with Easy. You feel?
I was in this very booth when Joyke Bell told me he was scared of me.
Oh my God, I mean, I don't know. You do got that kind of like, look at that face. Just yeah, look at that face, man.
I can't, bro. I'm trying to smile. Hey, yo, 2K football, bring that shit back, man.
Hey, listen.
Hey, we got a fifth in the building. My man Hook Cam. What up, Cam?
What's up, everybody? How we living?
What's going on, Cam?
Hey, boys, I'm flying high right now. I just got some of my law school grades back, and they were better than expected.
That's what I want to hear. Good. Congratulations.
So we might be in one tonight, fellas. This is kicking everything off.
Okay. Did you already come in preloaded? Because we apparently me and Dion handing out Kool-Aid and hoping. So if you're not ready for it, let us know.
Luke, did you not hear the man? This man's about to make us go to Super Bowl, bro. He got good grades on the finals, dog.
I am geeked right now, fellas.
With Cam, let's get you right into it and get you caught up to where we are so we can get through the rest of the schedule. We already 2 games in. Detroit Lions at home against the 49ers. What do you got them doing, win or loss?
Dude, the Niners are such a wild card right now. I mean, it's like you don't draft a dude 3 overall to start right away. But
real quick. I'm sorry. Cam, let people know your football acumen, because you told me some shit. We talked a couple weeks back. You actually used to coach college. Let the people know who you are.
Yeah. So So
My
my
bad, guys.
background in football, I coached 3 years of college football, played college football, and then moved down to after my college experience, moved down to Southern California, started coaching college ball down there. Hopped out because I wanted to get into law school, got into law school, grinding on that now. So I have a tremendous amount of football experience. Coached high school as well. Nothing like the love of the game in high school sports, man. So it was a ton of fun doing that. Still doing that. Moved into the Bay Area, so coaching up here now. But that's my football background. A lot of coaching, a lot of playing. I had like 5 surgeries when I was playing. So by the time I hit like my senior year of college, I was just taped together, Scotch tape and dirt, basically. So, but yeah, that's my football background.
Also, you got to tell them your great channel because I spend way too much time on it.
Oh yeah. I didn't know if I could plug that or not here. Sorry. No, my channel is The Hook Cam. I break down, I'm a big film breakdown guy. I kind of fall in line with a lot of the way Luke thinks. Just like, I'm not super into the grades and the stats for everything. I'm all about film. Easy's like fucking trying to blow up the camera with his eyes right now. So he's good. He's about to kick me out. That was a good ride.
You know what? It's okay because you said you were high as soon as you came in. So I'm fine.
Discount everything.
That's all I need to hear.
No, but yeah, I'm all about film, man. I love breaking down film. Love seeing what coaches are doing. I don't necessarily have a huge allegiance. I am a Patriots fan, but like ever since I started talking with Luke, I've been watching the Lions like a hawk and seeing what they're doing and breaking film down. So that's kind of where my expertise is breaking film down, seeing the X's and O's, and kind of trying to show people like what's going on the field, man. Like how much better is it when you know what's happening and you can see what's going on? Like I think a lot of people treat football and schematics like it's a dirty little secret, and I don't think it should be treated that way. I think everybody should have some knowledge on it, and see what's going on with what's happening on the field.
Cam, I'll tell you what, man. You want to know how you know if someone actually watches the Lions and breaks film down compared to listening to the media is just the narrative that they have surrounding the team, because you can tell if they're listening to national coverage or if they're actually watching the game and absorbing it. Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, I saw like the biggest example I've seen of that so far was over the Sewell pick. Like with the way that we saw some of the local media handle that and the way that, like obviously I perceived it and all of us looked at it. Damn, 2 completely different sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, I gave everybody this whole draft a C, and everybody said why. I said I was gonna do it incomplete, but I didn't want y'all to be mad, so I gave them a C because they haven't took a snap yet. They gave an A grade to the Raiders when they took Jamarcus Russell. It just did not pan out. So I mean, I like to kind of see them take some snaps and figure out what's going on, and see how it goes. And understand Bruce Leroy. Yeah, he gonna beat him up too.
I don't even know who that is.
Bro, you don't know who Bruce Leroy is? Oh no. Man, you gotta go watch that.
I know MMA's Bruce. Like, there's a fighter nicknamed Bruce Leroy and UFC, but like,
so Bruce Leroy. Sure that's not
you guys talking about because you guys don't know, fighting. Even saying Bruce.
No. Bruce Leroy comes from a movie called Enter the Dragon. It's basically a damn good movie, man. Like, he ever some of the most popular scenes in there, he'd be like, "Who's the master?" And he'd be like, "Show enough." Don't remember none of that?
Dude,
no.
That's like a whole Bruce Lee set.
That's Enter the Dragon. Oh my God. The Last Dragon. I'm sorry, it's The Last Dragon. Right. Damn it. I said Enter the Dragon. That's Bruce Lee. I'm really thinking about Easy and Inside. Yeah, but it's The Last Dragon. A very good movie. It's got breakdancing. It's got karate. It's got comedy. And it got show enough. So, you got to put some respect on there. Okay? Put some respect on there. The Last Dragon. My bad, y'all. Yeah, like Dolo Dynamite said, it's basically a black Bruce Lee.
Okay. I'll check it out. Easy smoking that Darren McCarty weed. Look, man, I smoked that shit one time, and I learned my goddamn lesson, bro. I swear. Look, I had shit to do for work. I was walking around my house just fucking like finding a new task every 5 minutes. It was fucking, bro, it was crazy. That's a one hit or quitter for me, and I'm good for the night. That shit was wild. But back to the lecture at hand. Let's head into week 3, fellas. We have the Baltimore Ravens heading to Ford Field. Former NFL MVP Lamar Jackson.
Oh, wait. My bad, Easy. I'm sorry to do you like this. We still didn't get Cam's answer for that first game on who's winning versus the 49ers.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's my bad.
And we gotta get him caught up to our third game.
Yeah, I'll buzz through this real quick. I don't want to hold anything up, guys. My bad. God damn, this is tough. Bro, it is, because it's like, all right, like the Niners are either going to start Trey Lance, and I don't think they're going to do very well. I don't think he's going to be caught up, or they're going to go with Jimmy G, and I think they do a little bit better. The thing the Lions have going for them is it's a new staff. Now that can work one of two ways. Since it's a new staff with head coaching experience, I think that's going to put them head and shoulders above where people expect, which makes me think that the Lions can 100% win game one. Just because you don't know what they're going to come out in, and that's tough to game plan for. I'm gonna give the Lions a win in week one, and then
smart man.
I'm gonna give the Lions a win in week one. The Green Bay game, I mean, we don't even know what's going on with Rodgers right now. Like, we don't know if he's going to be there. We don't know if he's not. Are we assuming he's going to be there?
Even if he is,
I don't think he'll be there personally.
I don't think he will either. I think, damn man, I don't know. I'm gonna say 1-1. I'm gonna say they split those two.
Wait,
where
so
is that game?
You got to lose in Green Bay. It's at Green Bay.
Monday night in Green Bay. I'm gonna say they split. I'm gonna say they split. They go 1-1 heading into week 3.
The game you got to lose them. It's to Green Bay though.
It's to Green Bay, yeah.
All right, here. How about this? Give us 2 answers: win or loss if Aaron Rodgers plays.
I think it's a win if Rodgers plays, or excuse me, win if Rodgers doesn't play.
Okay.
I think it's a win even if he does play. They beat us last year because they was able to run the ball down our throat. That's not happening this year. Aaron Rodgers, that first game, week 2 on the road against Matt Patricia and that team with that terrible coaching staff, that terrible defense, it was 17-14 and a half. And then they started handing the ball off to Aaron Jones and it went left real fast. So no, not gonna happen this year.
Okay, fellas, let's head into week 3. We got the Baltimore Ravens headed here to the D. Dion, you've been silent for a minute, so I'm gonna let you start this one off.
You want me to start it? Okay. Yeah. So, all right, for the Ravens, I got another win here. I think I've changed this a few times, but I'm rocking with the win here. I look at the Ravens. I think like the key factor for me is, of course, making them more of a passing team. And I think, like Luke touched on, I'm very excited to see our defensive line. But the big thing for me is that tight end position. I think that's going to kind of be like an X factor in this one. And I think we got a couple of bodies we could throw at it. I think Jamie's going to get maybe some reps there. Also, I think Melly might get some opportunities there. This could be a really good showing for him. So that's, to me, going to be like a very big part defensively if we can slow that position down. But if you could really slow down this run, I think we have some speed. Derek Barnes may play a little more edge in this game, maybe just to get some speed out there. I think, with some speed, though, I think you can slow down some of that Ravens attack, make Lamar a passer, and that'll be your shot to win this game. So I got the win.
You motherfucker.
Hey, come on now. Hey, I gotta get to the 9 somehow. So
I feel you. I'm doing shit. I'm talking shit.
Look, no, he genuinely confused. He's like, "What did I just hear?"
All right, this is how I'm starting to feel about the whole thing, y'all.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yo, you too funny. Stop it. Get some.
Oh man.
All right, Andrew. Week 3, Ravens.
Look, I'll tell you.
Advantage.
I'll tell you what, man. I was listening to Dion, and Dion's like, I was going back and forth. I was too, but I'm going to have to throw an L our way, unfortunately. I just think that the Ravens, their squad is just so freaking talented. And on top of that, like, they have one of the best run games I've ever seen because of the fact that Lamar can do an RPO. And their defense is a top 3 defense in the league. They're going to come out hot, and I just don't think we can overcome that.
Does anybody know what pieces did they add this year in like free agency in the draft? I'm not Hook. You might actually know more than us because
they brought on Sammy Watkins. I know that off the top. I don't think. Well, I mean, they lost Orlando Brown, which is huge. I mean, that's the like one of the huge things about the Ravens. Like, look, the Ravens are such an athletic football team. Like, and that's the thing is that Lamar Jackson, and like in my opinion, is a top 3 most elusive runner of all, like guy with the football of all time. Like I haven't seen anybody who's as good in open space as this kid. He's absolutely insane. The reason, like I think the Lions are going to lose this game, and the reason being is because of how athletic Lamar is, and ultimately, the way the Ravens kind of attack you is they put your edge players in a really bad position just because of how they run their all their option stuff, whether it's power option, read option, like anything like that. They do such a good job of influencing edge guys and widening them, and then they're going to run dive underneath, or they're going to that edge guy is going to come with the dive, and then Lamar's out on the edge, and you got one-on-one with Lamar in a safety or Lamar in a corner. That's a losing battle 10 times out of 10. So until that athleticism gets better at the backer position, that's a really tough matchup, which is why I think Baltimore will win this one. Just kind of cycled that right into my answer. How are you? That's the thing with Baltimore, man. They do such a good job. Like their gap scheme is insane. They actually had the Ravens have a great draft every year, and it like bugs the hell out of me every year. Like guys drop to the Ravens. I'm like, why didn't anybody else pick? Like they drafted this Georgia guard this year. I think his last name's Cleveland. I can't remember. It's Ben Cleveland. Yeah, that dude's an absolute savage in the trenches. I don't know how that cat fell. And like the Ravens pick him up a year after Marshall Yonder retires. Like they're picking up some legit dudes. They got to put it all together. But the one thing I will say, and this is long-winded, I'm sorry. The one thing I will say is that Greg Roman, who's the OC for the Ravens, that offense can get predictable. And usually around year 3 or 4, they kind of start running into a wall because as awesome as that offense is and as sick as it is to run in Madden, there's only so much you can do with it, and there are ways to prepare for it. Wouldn't be shocked if they start to slow down a little bit this year, but I think just off of their athleticism alone, they're going to be able to beat the Lions in week 3.
Fill the gap, make the play.
Yeah, Phil, baby.
Yes, sir. All right, Luke. Speaking of Phil, fill us up with that Kool-Aid. Let's tell us how you guys win this one.
I've already told y'all. I've already told y'all. I am the Kool-Aid. Okay, I can be the Kool-Aid and the sugar in it. Whatever you need, I'm finna give it to you. And just follow me for a moment. Clearly, the Baltimore Ravens is a very good team. Clearly, they added some talent, as it was pointed out by JT Sports, where he talks about them bringing in people like Rashawn Bateman. They brought in Sammy Watkins. They replaced Brown with the Villanueva, whatever his name is. So, okay, clearly, these all are the things that happen. But I want to focus more on what also happened, the losses. They lost Matt Judon, okay? And they try to call themselves replacing it with a guy who's allegedly, I'm going to call it allegedly because I'm not buying that he ran a 4.36. You mean to tell me he's literally 0.1 second faster, slower than Calvin Johnson? I'm not buying it, okay? I watched tape. They lost people. You look at this team right now, and the number one thing that I look at with this team that tells me what I need to know is the one thing that we do well. You know what that is, people? That's run the ball. Now, they were very good, and I mean very good. Number one against the pass, number one in terms of attempts and yards and rushing. But when you go down to that defense, they were third, number 3 in terms of attempts, and number 8 in terms of yards. Why? Because most of those teams were down big and they couldn't run the ball no more. So I decided to look at some games. And I wanted to see what games did they lose. And the one game they lost early on was at home against Kansas City. So I said, you know what? Obviously, people are going to say, but yeah, Luke, it's Kansas City. Scratch that. Let's look at what Kansas City did to get the dub. And what do you know? They ran the damn ball. What?
It's true.
What do you know? And what is the Lions going to be a new focal point of? Running the ball. Now, here's the other part of it. Once you shut down their run, as we've seen happen with them before, it's now on one Lamar Jackson to have to be the guy to do it. And here's what I know. The last time that happened, they lost a playoff game because he can't do it by himself. Detroit's at home. It's a game early enough to get me confident. Barely, but I think we just barely come out and get the win. I don't see a linebacker on this roster that can cover TJ Hockenson. I don't see the cornerback that's stopping our slot receiver in Amon-Ra St. Brown. I just see some problems that they can't match up wise. Yes, Patrick Queen is cool, but if he's covering one Mr. TJ Hockenson, is McPhee supposed to be now doing what? Rushing the quarterback? That's not going to work. What about Tyus Bowers? He supposed to rush the quarterback? That's not going to work. We got to line people. What about LJ Fort? Is he the guy that's going to be the difference maker? There are too many problems now on that defense. They lost some key people on that side of the ball, and I suspect that being at home with a bunch of drunk people for the Lions is going to give us a win. Sorry. Not sorry.
You're going to let us in the building?
Huh?
You think Whitmer's gonna let us in the building to be drunk?
Yeah, listen. I think they're going to let them in the building as we get closer. We are meeting all our goals on vaccines and all this other stuff. Yeah, I think you're going to have fans in the building. Absolutely. They are even doing now. Like I read something that they were supposed to be doing something with the suites, where now you can people. They're going to kind of make the suites a little bit more affordable, so people can have parties in the suites. So
I love
if that happens, it's even better.
Yo, that'd be sick.
That's bad.
But
Jimbo G says, "Luke, you said linebacker. Real talk, Jimbo.
It happens, man.
I was belching and I was trying to talk through the belch. I'm sorry, bro. I drank a little bit while we was in the middle of it. So
I knew you was drinking. As soon as you said 10 wins,
I'm just saying. I think that they lost a little bit too much. I think the Lions can expose them on the defensive side of the ball.
I love optimistic Luke.
Hey, listen, what can I say?
Look, you really do. You gotta get into sales, bro. Like you are this shit. I love you, bro. You be spilling some bullshit, but the delivery on it, man.
Dan Campbell's gonna call him up. Can you sell season tickets for us?
Listen, all I'm pointing out to the people is this: you got to look at things in perspective. The perspective is everything. If I got caught up in just looking at what Baltimore was as a whole, it doesn't make sense. I want to see the games they lost and what happened in those games. And it wasn't just Kansas City that I saw where they couldn't control the run. Now, keep in mind, they outrushed Kansas City. They really did. They outrushed Kansas City that game. But the difference was in that particular game, the difference was that the reason they outrushed them is because their quarterback was doing most of the running. But what happened when they buckled up that damn rushing attack? It got real for them. And so I decided to look at other games. And other games said the same thing with Baltimore. You stop their run and you run the ball, it get real for them. I'm sorry.
I mean, the biggest kryptonite that I see with the Ravens, like you look at when they lost to the Titans 2 years ago in the AFC divisional, whatever it was, like that's the blueprint on how to slow down the Ravens. But a big part of that blueprint is freak athletic linebackers. And that's the one reason why I think Detroit will slow down a little bit this year when it comes to playing the Ravens, just because that athleticism of linebacker is rare. But I see what Luke's saying. I get it. They did lose more than people think. Baltimore did.
They did. They lost a lot. I'm just saying.
You see what he's saying? Because he's a good ass salesman, dog. I'm telling you.
You already sold Hooker.
I'm sold. Damn. 17-0, baby. Here we come.
Hear it here first, folks.
But it's because he's off that hope. You know how crackheads be telling you the life story? He's like, oh man, I actually feel bad for this guy. That's Luke selling us on these damn wins. All right, guys. What the hell? Oh, that's my bad. Did I say I got us as a loss? I see the flaws in the Ravens, and I think more importantly too, I do see a path for a win. It sounds crazy, I know, but with these running quarterbacks, especially, and Hook Camp spoke to it earlier, they tend to get figured out after a couple, 2 or 3 years in this league. After a year, Lamar's like a freak though, like you said, as in open space, he's one of the top. Speed and just cutting and making guys miss. But like I said, in the NFL though, these guys don't really tend to do that for that long. That's only week 3, so his body won't be too beat up, but it's a loss nonetheless. Ravens are a good team all around. But week 4, we headed to Chicago. I fucking hate the Bears, man.
That's how you open it up. I just hate the Bears. That's how you open it.
I hate the Bears,
I think
man.
you forgot a word, Luke. I fucking hate the Bears.
Oh, right. My bad.
I hate the Bears so bad. So I will fully admit, there's always a little bias when I'm judging Bears games because I just fucking hate them. So I'm always going to want us to win like that bad. That it overcloud my judgment. But I truly believe we could beat this Bears team. Unless I think the only difference that if we do lose, and this could be speaking too early too, is if Justin Fields ends up being the starter. Because I really think he could cause some problems for us. He'd be the biggest trouble quarterback in this division if Aaron Rodgers leaves. But hey, I gotta say a W, man. I can say we beat the Bears in Chicago. We did it last year.
Yo, where are records at right now? What do we got? So I'm 2-1.
You're 2-1.
Yeah.
I am loss, win, 2-2.
Okay.
I'm at 3-0 at this point. You gotta listen. You gotta understand.
Stop it. Get some help.
No, listen. You already know. Like, for example, and this is a true story. I literally, before the season started, I picked the Lions to beat Kansas City. One play changed that whole game, which was the fumble that the guy picked up and ran back that they wasn't aware about. That really sank the ship for them. Everybody talks about that they didn't get that that sack, that we didn't get the sack that we supposed to get. But the truth is this. I'm telling you, when you look at this team, and I'm telling you, it's going to swing a game here or there one way or the other. We're going to beat a team we're supposed to beat and lose to a team we're not supposed to lose to. So even if I'm picking it in a way that you don't like it, try to follow my logic a little bit, that some of these games can be swing games. They're not going to all just be like cakewalk. I'm not saying that they're going to go in and blow them out. I'm just saying that, look, there's going to be some games that we shouldn't win, but I'm giving them a chance because we got a lot of home games early on, so I'm respecting that home field advantage.
Real quick, too. 8 likes. 8 likes.
I know we can do better than that.
Luke, sell them.
Let me sell them.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me get them together. Let me get them together. First things first, okay? If you can turn around and do us all the favor of simply showing us some love on that like button, I know you can do it. And you know how I know? Because your Twitter fingers, your YouTube fingers, your Instagram fingers, they're not even sour or sore yet. That tells me you got time now to hit that button. You can hit that button as if though you are angry about everything in life. Why? Because it is mental health month where you're going to get yourself into a point to understand that sometimes taking your frustration out helps. Take your frustration out and hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up. And if you have already did it, light up the chat with some emojis. I want to see some dabs. I want to see some ninjas because Bruce Lee getting beat up by Easy coming up in some time. And if you don't got nothing else to do, you got to hit the like button because you got to find a way to follow us. We do this all the time. We're going to talk football. We're going to give you your sports, and we're going to do it better than anybody else. It's the reason why we're here. It's the reason why Easy's where he's at. Because we know what we're doing. So show us some love. Help us get bigger, better, so that way we get fair representation for our teams. Damn it.
Man.
I just created another YouTube account so I can like this.
God damn.
All right, we up to 52 now. Let's get it.
Pretend that like button is a Pornhub link someone said.
I'm just saying. No, you don't want that. You don't want that because now once you hit the button, it's gonna be sticky. You don't need that. Just leave it alone, okay? Leave it alone.
All right, change the subjects. No, I'm 2-2. Dion, you're 3-1, right?
I'm 2. Wait, do we do the Bears game?
Oh yeah, Bears. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're fine. Yeah, dude, I'm just excited to see the Trufant matchup here. I just want to see Trufant get toasted one time by Tyrell or something on the outside. That's all I want. I just want that one time. Just burn somebody deep. Perriman, I don't care. I don't love the Bears, man. I don't like them. They were in the playoffs last year. I thought, they got in, but it was okay, the Bears should not be here. I just did not like the Bears. I still don't love their defense after the moves they made this offseason. Offensively, if Andy Dalton's starting, I definitely like our chances. If it's Fields, as much as I don't love Fields, I do think, like you said, Easy, that would actually give us maybe a little more difficult because he's, new, he's a rookie. He might give him some spark, but I'm not worried about the Bears. I got this as a dub. We 3-1. We drinking all the Kool-Aid now, Luke. I love it.
I'm not drinking that Kool-Aid with you.
Okay.
I'm not drinking it with you in terms of Fields. I don't know why y'all seem to be so high on Fields.
I'm not high on Fields. That's what I'm saying. I don't like Fields that much. I wasn't that big on him heading to the draft. But if I'm taking Fields or Dalton, I feel like he might give him a spark over Dalton.
I agree.
For a game situation,
I think he's better than Dalton right now.
Dang, I like that.
I put it like this. If you're telling me that they're coming into this game, obviously, this is a game that I believe we play in Chicago, right? That's an away game, right?
This is the most accurate shit about Luke trying to make sense. But I'm sorry, I had that wrong actually. But anyway, say it one more time, Luke. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying, if you just, I'm trying to figure out this game. This game is the away game for the Bears, right?
No, they're home.
Yeah,
we're home against them on Thanksgiving.
Right. So we the away team, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. So
See how he did that? Y'all see that? He said this is a away game for the Bears. Oh, so we the away team, right? Like, see, he's slick. He's slick. All right, keep going.
Oh my god. No, listen. I look at it like this. To me, they made a mistake taking him. They just did. They made a mistake taking him. In fact, I pray to God that it's Andy Dalton, and I'm giving him a win. And if it's Fields, I'm definitely giving him a win. Let me just give y'all some feedback, okay? These are the quarterbacks who were last taken from Ohio State. Dwayne Haskins, because he was lighting it up in this world. Cardale Jones, Terrell Pryor. Remember that guy that the Lions wanted? And the Lions fans really wanted Dwayne Haskins, but we're gonna leave that alone. So y'all remember Troy Smith? Because he tore the NFL up too. What about Craig? You know what? I ain't gonna go that far down. The point I'm trying to make is
Barrett in there. Keep going.
I'm just saying, all these people who come from Ohio State just don't work in the NFL as a quarterback. They just don't. They have all the success in the world. They have all the weapons around them. They have all the great coaching around them. They just don't work. And Matt Nagy is not a great coach. Matt Nagy is not finna change or reinvent the wheel. Matt Nagy is on a hot seat for a reason. This is why they panicked and traded up.
A lot of things went around pre-draft about him being a one-read quarterback, and even under Urban Meyer, that was a big thing at Ohio State. But I would say Dave, the coach there now, is a different guy, and maybe it's a different guy as well. Actually, Cam, give us your take on that. Give us your take on Justin Fields.
Like how I think he's going to do.
Yeah. And throw in your win-loss real quick too for this game.
Yeah, I think the Bears win this game, regardless if it's Andy Dalton or Justin Fields.
No, I'm playing.
Sorry. All right, guys, it's been a ton of fun. Wait, did I think the Bears win this game?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm an idiot. I think the Lions win this game. I'm sorry. I was going to say.
Cam, I thought you were.
No.
Wait, you threw up the Lions?
Yeah, no, I think the
you were
Lions
wrong.
win this game. What I'm trying to say is I don't think Justin Fields playing matters. You throw a rookie into this thing against a new team, new coach, even though they got 3 weeks of game film, I get all that. But still, the Bears threw all of their chips in the middle of the table, traded away draft picks to go up and get Fields. I think Fields is going to be good. I like Justin Fields. I think that they need more around him before they're like a legit threat. Like they need more there. And I think the Lions are farther ahead than where the Bears are. The Bears, they got a decent defense, all that stuff. I'm not sold on their secondary. If there's ever a week where you're like, let's get this play action game going, start stretching the field a little bit, this is it. I think the Lions win this one. But as far as Fields, like I like Fields. I think that he's got a little something to his game. He can move. Love the way the cat throws the football. I don't understand why he fell, like why he was getting that rap of falling. You know what I mean? Like as soon as the draft hit, like Zach Wilson flew up people's boards. Mac Jones flew up. That was probably partially because of the Niners rumors. But like Justin Fields, sure, I've always thought has been solid. It's just all about the team of where he goes. And like, I think for example, if Justin Fields had been drafted by New England, if he had fallen to 15, I think we're talking about a different outlook for Justin Fields. But I think Justin Fields going to the Bears with how much, I think that they have a lot to build. They need work on their offensive line. Yeah, they picked up the Oklahoma State kid Jenkins, and that's going to help out a lot. I don't think that they're set to make like some big moves in the upcoming future. I think that they need another year or two. So regardless of who starts, I think the Lions win that football game.
Yeah, I just think if you look at who's there in terms of the hot seat, you got people who are on the hot seat. And I'm telling you, every time teams let these people who are on the hot seat make these kind of unnecessary trades and stuff, it don't work for them. It just don't.
There's never been a panic trade that like works out.
Right. It just don't. And so I see people who's like, hey, don't judge the players, not the helmet. I'm not just looking at the helmet. It's the history. The scheme in Ohio State has made players look better than they truly have been, especially for the quarterback position. I'm not making this up. This is the reality.
You're not wrong, man.
No, you're not making it up. But I would say this, though, about Fields and on the Bears. The Bears made the playoffs last year. The Bears, say what you want about how they did it. They did. And I think, to me personally, I guess this goes off how you feel about Fields. I think he's an upgrade at the quarterback position, and I think it can make them a little bit more dangerous than they used to be.
I would agree with that.
He's definitely just for his mobility, I would say it's probably going to be a little bit more of an upgrade over Andy Dalton. But it doesn't matter if you don't have the right system or scheme to set it up in the appropriate way. And I don't think they have that going on over there right now. So Sorry, I'm not sorry. I just don't see them. I don't see them doing much with this. And to me, they got to start Fields right away to justify what they traded up to get him.
Real quick, Luke. So you obviously have the Lions winning?
Yes, 100%.
What's the record at this point?
I got them at 4-0. Yeah.
Stop it. Get some help.
Listen, it's gonna be some games that's gonna swing differently.
17-0, baby. 17-0.
I ain't gonna get that far down the road.
Biggest turnaround.
No, I said 16-1. You ain't getting me down. Drew, did you drop your pick for this game?
Not yet, man. Look, I'll tell you what. You know what always makes me feel good about the Lions? The Bears. The Bears are always on some dumb shit, and I'll tell you what they're doing with this team is such an abysmal. Like, how do these guys still have jobs? You know, I feel bad for Bears fans, literally, because they're destroying their franchise just year after year. You lost multiple starters on your defensive side of the ball. You trade up everything pretty much to go grab a quarterback when you have no offensive line, and you just lost half your starting defensive players. That was why you were winning games. The Bears are on a downward slope. So I don't care if Fields is starting. I don't care if Dalton's starting. I don't care if Foles is starting. I don't care if Brady's starting over there. They're not going to win this game.
Yeah, it just comes down to fuck the Bears. All right, we're going to go matter of fact, we're going to move on for them. Fuck them. Whole ass motherfucker. All right, another divisional game. We are going to Minnesota. And we can speed through this one because they're boring. But and we're already like an hour in. We only got 4 games down.
Yeah. We'll be here until tomorrow morning.
No, we're not. I'll speed mine up. I got us getting our first loss right here. I just don't see how we.
What?
I think we on the road against the Vikings. Yes, we're taking the L on the road against the Vikings. Okay. The problem for me is, and to make it fast and simple, is Devin Cook. I know we got interior guys there now, but
man, I was so mad when we passed up on him, man.
I mean, I
was bummed.
Listen, and plus you got to keep in mind, I know that we got improved and I know that we got there. But again, one of my arguments for us beating the 49ers was they don't have any tape or any film on us to go off of. The Vikings definitely does have that, because by the time we get to them in week 5, they got 4 games to look at. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a different situation. I got us getting our first loss right here.
Okay. Dion, where you at with the Vikings?
I agree. I always hate the Minnesota Vikings. I always feel like I just hate playing Minnesota. It just never feels good. Hopefully that changes with this new staff. I'm just never confident when we play them, especially on the road. I think, though, we lose this game. I just think they're really balanced. And I love what they did in the offseason with the front 7. I think it's going to improve. I don't know if it'll be really good again, but I think it's going to improve. The secondary, I'm still got some question marks about that, but I do have a loss here, so I guess at 3-2.
Okay. Drew?
Yeah, I just think it's going to be one of those tough divisional games, man. I mean, the Vikings always play us tough. They have a very good offensive, side of the ball. Delvin Cook, Justin Jefferson's a freaking phenom. You still have Thielen. They drafted that tight end a year or 2 ago. He's really good. And I think they're slowly improving, their starting roster again, after that complete rehaul. So I think it's going to be one of those tough games. It's going to go back and forth, but I think at the end we're going to lose it.
Go ahead, Cam.
It's a tough one, man. Minnesota runs the ball so well, and that wide zone shit that they do, man, that Kubiak just through and through. And I think Kubiak retired, but his son's coaching there, so it's basically going to be the exact same thing. That front 7 they have is sneaky athletic. Eric Kendricks, Anthony Barr, not Everson Griffin, Danielle Hunter. I mean, they fly around. This is going to be an outstanding test to see where this Lions offensive line is at, though. I will say that after this game, we're going to be able to see kind of scaling up where these cats are at. I don't know. I don't want to say this is a loss. Something about me, I really.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I'm the same way. I feel weird. I can't guarantee it.
I think that the one thing about let me put it this way: the one thing about Minnesota that they aren't great at defensively is their corners. And I understand they went and got Patrick Peterson. That's going to help a lot. Last year, they started rookie corners and got shredded by teams. So once again, and that's the thing, I think Jared Goff is going to be a serviceable quarterback, and he's going to have games where he pops off a little bit. This can be one of those games, I think. So I'm going to give the Lions a win against Minnesota here.
Yeah, the thing with me too is I agree. They fucked us up last year, especially Dalvin Cook. But the thing is, sorry, I just closed it out, so it distracted me. But I feel like I don't want to say he's bad. I don't think he's great. I think he is bad. I think Kirk Cousins always gives opposite teams chances because of how poor he plays at times. He's a fucking interception machine, a pick six machine. Like it's like he's fucking like betting on the other team sometimes. And I feel like his play gives you a chance no matter what. But man, I'm gonna give us a win.
Stop it. Get some help.
Right.
I hit myself with that one.
No, you know what? No, but to be honest, it doesn't sound crazy. Like I said, like I was telling John Bradshaw, I was like, look, you could swap my win for the Baltimore Ravens and put it to the Vikings. It don't matter. The record I got is still the same. I still got us at this point 4-1. I don't think you're crazy for thinking we can beat the Vikings. It's just that when I look at the Vikings matchup wise, they really do match up with us. Like seriously, match up with us. Like they got somebody to run with the tight end. They got people who can run with the receivers. They got D-line who can get after us and put pressure, even with our good offensive line. They have people who can stop the run. I think they have a good opportunity to match up with us.
This comment by Dominique, that's just funny as hell. Every time we play Dalvin Cook, looks like the Daytona 500 out there, and our linebackers are picked through.
I'm telling you, bro.
They really do. They be on the floor. Oh, shit.
Listen.
Yeah, we changed mine. Man, we losing. Man, I'm changing mine. We losing that one.
I'm just saying, I look at that same
Jefferson
thing, bro.
Oh, man.
Listen, I look at that same thing. I remember having a debate with Andrew about Jefferson and telling him, like, when we were talking about the cornerbacks being better, and I was like, look, you like they giving Okudah praise already before then. That's not right. I said, I don't think he's going to be able to cover Jefferson. And we had this whole debate about it, and I'm just telling you, like, they have the matchups that line up with us, ironically enough.
I don't think you were debating me, man, because I would not have that argument with you.
It was you. It was you.
We had a debate about Cameron Dantzler.
Right. And remember, I was telling you.
I remember that.
Right. And remember, I was telling you that I said Okudah, if you look at the receivers that Okudah is going to have to go against versus what Dantzler has to go against, Dantzler has a better chance of having a faster start and getting a confidence build because he's not going to go against those receivers that Okudah is going to go against. Okudah's first battle test came against Devontae Adams. He took his spirit, his soul, the afterlife, and the current one. And it was just like,
it's Devontae Adams, though. And he had Aaron Rodgers quarterback.
Okay, but how do you explain the Panthers game?
Let's carry on with the schedule, though.
Go ahead.
Cincinnati, here in Detroit. Joe Burrow, last year's number 1 overall pick, visiting Detroit Lions. I took back my win, actually. I'm for real giving us a loss against Minnesota. We gonna beat Cincinnati, man. Fuck them. I don't know why I even was thinking about that. We gonna beat them. Fuck them. Go ahead, Dion. What you got us?
You know we're winning this game. I think this game's got a chance to be like kind of high scoring when I look at some of the weapons. I don't love the offensive line, but then they brought in Jamar Chase. They had the T. Higgins. I think this could be high scoring. I can see this being like that game where Goff puts up some like pretty big numbers up to this point in the season. See, I think the Minnesota game could be more of that game because you look at the past. What's kind of killed us, it seems like, it's turnovers because we can't turn around and hand the ball off. And we've had it pass, and then they're opportunistic. But I think a team like the Bengals is where we could see a big game from Goff. But I'm going dub here, man. So 4-2 for me.
Sir. All right, Drew. I wish I had some paper to write my record down. I don't even know what the
fuck. I got you.
Right.
You got me? What's my record right now?
I got you. You 5-0. I'm playing. I don't know what it is. What you got right now? You don't know your record?
This is why Luke says they win every game, so he doesn't have to keep track.
Right, that's why Luke. Yeah. I got lost. Can you write down for me, Dion? For real?
I got you. Yeah.
All right. 0-1, 1-1, 0-2, 2-2, 2-3, 3-3, 3-3.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Thank you. I was writing this cup. If not,
yeah, you good.
All right, Drew. My bad, man.
You good, man. Look, the Bengals. I mean, I have us, getting the dub, right? I just don't think the Bengals have that great of a team. They wanted to address, their playmakers instead of the offensive line. Burrow got destroyed last year. I don't care what quarterback you have if you can't protect him, and we're going to get after the quarterback. So I think just the pressure alone, the Bengals won't be able to hold up.
Yeah, it's a dub. All right, Cam.
Yeah, I'm kind of following in the same line. Like Cincinnati made a very, very clear statement with their first round draft pick this year. I think that will come back to bite them this year. And
it's that they're taking their sweet ass time with the rebuild. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, dude, your quarterback's knee got destroyed last year, and you're like, this guy needs another receiver. And it's like, okay, there's some really good tackles out there, but let's roll the receiver, I guess. No, I think the Lions win this one. Like I said, this is kind of going to be a good test for this defense. Some good weapons out there in Cincinnati if you can get after Joe Burrow and keep him guessing a little bit. We got to remember, like, it's only his second year in the league too, and he hasn't even played a full season. He's still got a lot to learn in the league. And I'm a huge Joe Burrow fan. That's no slight to him, but there's still a lot to learn. I think this defense like plays solid, stack it up, and pressure the Q on third, and you're going to be ready for some success. And there's nothing too crazy about Cincinnati's defense either that really worries me. I think that this is going to be a good game for Detroit. I got them at 4-2 right now, by the way.
All right, Luke G. How you guys winning this one?
Listen.
Okay, we all got to win this one.
It has to be a win, but I also look at it like this. This is the one game I can't wait to see because this is the train of thought that many Lions fans wanted. They wanted the wide receiver, and the Bengals fans wanted a wide receiver too because they're stupid. And I'm just thinking to myself that if you're going to have a chance to see which one works better than the other, because I've already had years to see how that works, and I know how it's going to go out. The Lions are going to be touching this quarterback quite often, and he hasn't even learned how to slide yet. And I don't think he wants to slide with that knee. So, yeah, I suspect that we get the win here.
He's trying to hit that Drake right foot up. Still fucking that
I'm just saying, bro.
All right. On to the next. We got this is our Super Bowl, guys. This is the fucking Detroit Lions headed into LA. Yo, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
It's a loss. I don't even got to explain this. It's a loss.
Okay.
Again, I don't listen. We got to go to LA.
Mm-hmm.
East Coast to the West Coast. It makes a difference. I'm sorry. We're taking an L here.
Okay. Dion, I'm really curious in yours because I know you're a big Stafford fan. So, and you can look. Are you conflicted with this game?
No, not really. I was gonna say I was like looking at tickets because I saw tickets were out there. You know, they charge so much for those LA Rams games, man. I'm trying to go to that game, and it's like $1,000 for like the second level. I was like, crazy. Sorry, I know it had nothing to do with it, but I was
LA
it's
cheap.
COVID. Everything is jacked up, bro. It's COVID, bro. Ice cream cones.
Let me go to the Rams game.
Ice cream cones on Mr. Softy is like $6. They used to be $2 a cone now, so everything is inflated, bro.
All right, we an hour and a half in. Let's talk about football, not ice cream. God damn it, Luke.
I got a loss.
I ain't even eat dinner yet, Luke. Fuck, you talking about ice cream? I'm bad. I'm a big motherfucker. You talking about ice cream, though?
My bad, man. My bad. Kale chips. That's what I meant to say. Kale chips.
Oh yeah. All right, Dion. Give us a lowdown.
Yeah, I got us a loss here, man. I got us a loss. You know, I'm going to be watching the Rams games this season for sure, see how they do. I hope this is competitive, especially if I'm there. But I think we could pick off Stafford. I think a pick's going to happen. Maybe Okuda or something gets him, and like it gets super hype and stuff. But I just think they're going to score a lot of points, man. I got the Rams.
Yeah. God, man, that's going to suck if that's the case. I would hate. I don't even want to think about it. Go ahead. I do not want to watch Stafford fucking torch us. I'll be so mad, bro.
Hey, you better not watch the game because the Rams are gonna kill us.
Listen, he gonna be mad. He gonna be mad because he was the main one spearheading the campaign to get his ass up out of here. Like, man, get him up out of here.
Hey, we are set though. We are set. Like the draft picks, the draft capital that we have, as long as they hit, or if we turn into more, like, come on, man. I'll still take that trade 10 times out of 10.
I would too. I would too. To get what they offer, I would too. I think we would have got more if we did the same thing with Calvin Johnson, but we played hardball and missed that shit. So,
man, I probably would have kept Calvin. Though, man, it was a hard one to part from. But go ahead, Drew.
Wait, easy. What you got?
Oh, I was gonna let you guys go first.
Oh, my bad. Okay,
look, no, you're good. You're good. Oh yeah, go ahead. I'll stay for you right now. My mind's obviously telling me no. But this is our Super Bowl, man, for real. And Dan Campbell, we all know he's an expert motivator. You know, He's never been a official assistant head coach, but he damn well sold, the Lions brass and signing him on as the head coach. I think he's gonna, motivate this team as such. This is our fucking Super Bowl. We can't let this guy fucking beat us. Hell no. We can't let that shit happen to us. We're gonna go out there. He's gonna hype up Jared Goff. That's who said he's gonna get into. Mm-hmm. And we'll get a dub. That's our Super Bowl. We're gonna win 24-10.
Oh, we got a score. Okay.
Damn, all right.
10.
I made that score up just because it's actually on 10-24. That's why I said 24. I'm bullshitting, but that's a win. I got us for a win.
Okay.
All right, Cam. I think so. Luke lost, Drew lost, Dion lost. I said win.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, you got to do that, bro. I mean, somebody, who's that? Was it Lance is gone? Where it says no, the Lions were losing. That defense at home with Stafford, they like, yo, Stafford, we finna show them why they made a mistake. Why we brought you here. It's the loss, bro.
It's crazy too. I would say this though, as far as like breaking shit down, more than just like me saying, "Oh, Campbell's going to motivate them to the win." I mean, Goff does know that team. He does know that coaching staff for like multiple years. Where it's not the same. Where Stafford knows our players, but he doesn't know the scheme that he's going to be facing. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know any of that type shit.
That's a good point.
But go ahead, Cam. Tell us how we're going to win.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. This defense is legit. Like, this Rams defense is legit. The Rams have put all of their eggs into the we're going to win right now, and we could give a shit about draft picks basket. So this offense is going to be insane. Defense is legit. It's going to be an emotional game, and I think it's going to be really, really tight. And this is going to be one of those games that I think the Lions are going to lose. I think it's going to be a super tight game, though, and people are going to look at this and be like, all right, damn, Lions can ball. Like, they lost that game, but they fucking hung in there with the Rams, and they're going to be able to ball. So I got them losing this one, but not by much.
Did they lose their defensive coordinator? Did he go somewhere this year? Or am I tripping?
Let me see.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of Warren.
Yeah,
Sapp.
Brandon Staley left and went to the Chargers. I apologize.
No, listen, I'm a huge fan of Warren Sapp, and even though Warren Sapp
from.
No, listen, I'm finna show you.
He's trolling my ass to listen to Aaron Donald.
We don't got time for that shit.
Listen. I'm ready to bring it home. If there was a person that I can compare to a Warren Sapp, it has to be Aaron Donald. And I'm just telling you that for all the good that Frank Ragnow and all them guys is, they gonna have their hands full with that dude. But Sewell, that's the one guy Sewell pray to God that he go against, because he said, if I can stop Aaron Donald, I can stop anybody. So just saying, food for thought. But yeah,
the Rams lost their like long time starting left tackle too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, and center and a few other people. They're gonna do Stafford dirty in a lot of ways, but that's another story. Let's go to the next game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Dion, can we get record? Do you have all the records or just mine? Yours?
I just have our two. Do you want me to write them all down?
No, I got mine. I got mine.
We can wait until the end if you want.
All right, cool. Yeah. All right. We'll jump into Philly then. Philly's coming to Detroit. Darius Slay makes his return to Ford Field.
Carry on.
Carry on too. I did not like that, by the way, but that we cut him. We could beat Philly. Fuck it, yeah, we gonna beat Philly, dog. Fuck Philly.
I'm with you, Easy. It's a win for me as well.
Yeah. Yeah, what you got?
I got a dub too. Devontae Smith Okuda, man. I want to see that. Or maybe it'll be Amani. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I want to see it. But
Devontae Smith or Okuda.
Hey, you already know Okuda's locking up.
Hey, Okuda's gonna jam him up at the line and pop his fucking shoulder out of place. A skinny ass motherfucker.
He's gonna break.
Damn, boy.
Motherfucking missing noodle on the field. All right,
noodle. Yo, I mean, I got a dub. Look, the Eagles, that whole division was just a shit show last year, and I don't really think they did much to get better. Okay, and I think that we improved significantly, and I just don't think that the Eagles will be able to match up with us.
Cam?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think the Eagles know who they are right now, which is shocking to me because I love Jalen Hurts, and I think he's going to be legit, but I think the Lions win this one. I'll keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles too, as an organization, taking like a big downfall too. So I don't really.
So weird.
Well, we stole Aleem McNeil from them. Don't forget, if you saw the draft room when we drafted them, dude, the Eagles were so pissed. Nobody was happy. Whoever drafted him, who the guy was, but whoever drafted.
Is there a video of the draft room of the reaction?
Dude, yeah, it is so
really?
funny.
Oh,
this guy's going around, right? He's trying to high five people, and he got like 2 high fives, and it was like pity high fives. He gets to the last person. The guy's just giving him the cold shoulder, and he's like, "What?" And then it cuts.
Yeah, they said what it was they was ticked off because the guy that they wanted was took it before then. So that's what that was.
Funny. Yeah. All right. Everybody picked for that game, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Pittsburgh. So we're going to the Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania.
Don't forget we got a bye week. You got to say it's a bye week after Philly.
Okay. Yeah. That prefaces it a little bit. Yes, right. All right. So we get a week to rest our soils. I don't even know what that means. I know it means resting, obviously. What is your soils? Our loyals. Is it loyals?
Bro, I don't know
what are you trying to say, bro?
You guys ever heard that?
Rest your soils?
I think it's loyals. Rest your loyals or some shit.
Rest on your laurels.
Rest on your laurels.
Yeah,
being so satisfied with one has already achieved that one makes no further effort.
Yeah, okay. That's a little bit different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. The word rest was in there. All right, the word rest. Give me a break. Hey, you learn something new every day, right? Luke's on drugs, and rest your loyals doesn't mean you're actually resting. I guess you kind of. All right. Anyway, Steel City. I fucking been wanting to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers for the longest, man. Every time I think we have a chance against them, they fuck us up. I'll never forget when I thought the Lions were fairly good, and they beat the shit out of us in those bumblebee uniforms. And we had to watch them fucking score on us over and over and over again. So ever since that day, I've had and we almost beat them last time too. I'm thinking, yo, we're about to beat them, and then they fucking came back and won too. And Juju Smith, I think
90-yard touchdown.
Yeah. People were sucking his dick for it. Fuck you, Juju. I'm kidding. That's too mean. But nonetheless, it's a fuck, bro. I was gonna say lost, but I'm thinking about it. Dion, you go. I'm waiting for you guys to tell me this shit. I don't want to say win. I feel crazy. I want to let it come off my mouth.
I'll take some of the craziness, man. I got the win here. I don't like Pittsburgh. I don't like him. I got the win. I don't like Big Ben. You get that bye week. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna make Big Ben look silly. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm a little worried about Najee, but that's it, man. That's it. You can take care of business.
That's Dad's favorite player.
Yeah, he's on that, man. He was on that Najee stuff. It's cool though.
Yes, sir.
It's cool.
He wanted that number 7.
Yeah, he did. Hey,
all right, Drew.
Look, I'm on them opioids. You know what I'm saying? Look, you're coming off a bye week. You just beat the Eagles. You're going, and versing one of the worst offensive lines in football. Our defensive line is going to shred the Steelers' offensive line. They're not going to be able to get anything going with the ground game. Big Ben's arm. I'm sorry. I love Big Ben. Terrific career. The guy has been done for 2 years. He's coming back. He's going to struggle because they're not going to be able to protect him. He's not going to be able to have a run game. They're going to really struggle. The only way they have a shot is if their defense just freaking balls out and holds us to like 10 points. I'm going to count that as a dub.
Cam?
Yeah, I don't understand why there's so much hype around the Steelers. Like that offensive line is decimated right now. And then they turn around and they pick a running back. So I don't get it, man. Short and sweet. I think this is a win. I think it's going to be a very defensive game. We also have no idea if Ben Roethlisberger is going to be healthy for this. Like that dude is.
Even if he is, bro, he's been throwing some ducks.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think this is a win for Detroit. I think it's a good football game, to be honest with you.
It's going to be like 14 times.
Yeah, we're looking like a gritty defensive game, man.
Yeah, man. Luke, I know you got this as a win.
This is a loss. Yeah, it's a loss. It's unfortunate. I mean, you're high coming off a win against the Eagles. You feeling yourself. You got a bye week. You chilling. Everything feeling good. You healing up. And you come out and you realize that it's November and it's cold as hell in Pittsburgh in November. And now
it's cold as hell in Detroit too.
Which is why we have a closed stadium. You understand? See, it's a difference. We play in a dome for a reason. They are always outside.
I'm sorry, I don't want to hold this up, but let me just put this out there real quick. So it's very cold out. Everyone's having a hard time. They have no offensive line. They're not going to be able to run the ball. What do you do when it's cold out? You run the ball.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So they're going to struggle real hard on offense.
Okay, so So I'm just telling you the
Don't
logic.
you that but say Najee Harris though.
I just have to say because
So we got Amani, we got Okuda. Who's the third receiver that's going to cover Claypool?
Bro, it don't matter. They're not gonna be able to throw the ball.
Bro, can Ben throw the fucking ball to him?
Okay, hold on.
He's looking like Peyton Manning with the Broncos in his last year.
Yes, it's that bad. It was that bad last year. And the thing too, their defense is like they'll carry them last year. I really like our offensive line, man. I really do.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. But listen,
and they lost a couple linebackers too, didn't they?
I feel like when I look at this team, the matchup wise, I feel like us being a dome team going outside in November on the road against a team that really got enough to expose our defense and got enough to pressure the offense. It's cold, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Cold. It just boils down to it being cold outside in November, them coming off a bye week. It's rust. I'm sorry. I got him taking an L here.
My man, Big West, you need to fill up your cup, Luke. He had us 4-0 every game.
Luke had us 4-0. Now we losing every game. Give him more Kool-Aid. I'm just saying, bro. I'm being realistic in how I'm viewing it. If that game was in Detroit, I would give us the win. But it's there. We are on the road, coming off a bye week.
I got no faith in Big Ben, man.
I feel like
that's a dub.
I feel like we should win the game, but they were winning with quarterbacks I never heard of. Like I'm like, who are these people? And now
Mike Tomlin's a good ass coach.
And now you got a guy in Najee Harris, who, if you even just get him halfway going, right? Like, if you just get him halfway going, you got that option. But they still got Benny Snell Jr. And so now I got to run into Benny Snell Jr. after running into Najee Harris. They got Kellen Ballage. That's just too many big ass dudes to be running into, in my opinion. So I'm sorry. It's a loss for me. I'm sorry.
I picked on you that bad, Luke, that you got the Steelers beating us now.
I
said I was sorry, bro. I said I was sorry, Luke. Multiple times. All right. From there, we go on the road to face an even tougher team in another cold place, the Dog Pound.
Loss.
The Cleveland Browns. As my man Pat McAfee would say, that's a loss. Yep, that's a loss. I agree, Luke. That's an L.
I had it as a win early on based on opponents because I felt that we was going to play them earlier. I did not think they was going to make us take our ass next door in the cold. Ohio and Michigan share weather. It can literally be snowing that day and then 4 seconds later be raining. It's just not going to work in our favor. So I'm giving us an L.
Yeah, man. And I want to say this real quick too. The Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. So watch those two teams run the football as a thing of beauty. So everything's just executed so fucking properly and beautiful. And to top that off, they have guys who make a play when there is a guy who tries to make the tackle. I love watching those guys run the ball. But yeah, it's a loss for me, man. What about you, Dion?
Yeah, I got a loss too. But this is the one game, like if one non-divisional game that I want to win, I want to beat Cleveland. All right, it's too many Browns fans around here, man. We got to beat Cleveland, okay? We can't have that. But I do have a loss. I just think they're so deep everywhere. That run game, man, they just don't have like weaknesses to me. Now the team, like the Jets beat them, but then they had the whole receiver thing going on. So maybe COVID helps us out or something here. But no, I got a loss.
All right, Cam. I know you guys like talking about the run game too, so I want to hear what you got to say.
Dude, this running game is so sick.
It's crazy.
I knew the Browns were going to start turning things around when they brought in Bill Callahan. He's just a legendary offensive line coach, and it's just been like more of that on top of it. And Nick Chubb, who does not get talked about enough. I mean, that dude's a legit top 5 back in the league, in my opinion.
I was so surprised at how many people passed up on him because he was a stud at Georgia.
People do not talk about Nick Chubb enough. That dude's a freak. I think he dealt with an injury in college, which is why he dropped a little bit. But I do think this is a loss. Those are 2 tough road games to go to. Those are tough back-to-back games, AFC North. But yeah, I got a loss here.
Yeah, absolutely. Drew, did you spoke on that already?
I didn't, but I mean, I agree with what you guys are saying. The team is so freaking talented, and it's weird to say because it's the Browns, but like Nick Chubb is the most underrated running back I've seen in a very long time. The guy consistently is just getting 100-yard game after 100-yard game. It don't matter. I mean, this guy will literally break 1,200 yards on a season and miss half the season. And this guy, when he gets momentum, just gets better and better. He looks like a freaking like I don't know. He just looks like this dude's on roids, and he just looks so much bigger than everyone else, you know. And then you pair him with Kareem. Yeah, if you actually see him like close up, like it's actually scary. And just their whole roster is just so fucking deep, man. And I just don't think it can happen.
It's bigger than just Nick Chubb. It's like oh, Nick Chubb 2 runs, he's out. Now you got to hit Kareem. That's too damn. Listen, bro, it's too much.
When you watch them and the Titans, everything's just executed so properly. Like guys hitting their blocks, like I'm saying, like creating holes, like even downfield, secondary blocking too is so fucking beautiful to watch, man.
They're really, really well coached. Both teams are very well coached on the offensive line,
and they were smart enough to go ahead and secure what 2 positions? The left and right tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking.
They were smart enough to draft a rookie quarterback so they could afford all that motherfuckers they got on that team too.
You still trying to? I'm right. Hey, look.
Am I wrong?
You are 100% wrong. You still reaching. Quit reaching for that, bro.
Baker Mayfield on that rookie contract. They just signed Jadeveon Clowney to add to that mix.
Baker Mayfield didn't even look decent until they added those offensive linemen. Stop playing.
That's what I'm saying. They can afford it, bro. That defense.
I bet we're gonna see if Baker get a second contract.
And that's definitely when if they're smart, they won't boo boo or not big money one. All right, the Bears heading into Detroit. Fuck the Bears. Must I say it again? Thanksgiving Day. Oh boy, we ought to be snacking on those kneecaps, Justin Fields. That's a W. I got us a W. Lions W. How about Dion? What you got?
I don't know what I put for the first one, but I'm gonna go win again here. The more I think about Thanksgiving, you got to win on Thanksgiving like that. You're at home. That's going to be like Campbell's game. I could see that. You know, I don't know if they still do the turkey stuff. Do they still do that when you win? Like they give out the turkey? I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like MVP trophy. Like, here's your turkey. Like, motherfucker, I want a shower. Then my knee hurt.
He's going to be munching on some turkey and stuff. We got to have somebody down there. I got the win, man. And I guess so do you. So what are we, 7-4? Dang.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'm 7-4?
You're 7-4. Were you expecting?
Stop it. Get some help.
I got a 7-4 right now.
I'm sorry.
For real? Are you being serious?
I'm serious, bro. I mean, my math ain't that good, but I'm pretty sure you're 7-4.
He genuinely is shocked. Look, he rethinking his strategy. Like, what the hell is wrong with me?
That's because I'm on with you. Y'all motherfuckers got me fucked up.
You drinking them opios?
I'm sorry, bro.
My Vikings lost. I switched that one. I switched it.
Yeah, I think I got you.
Oh wow! All right.
He genuinely is shocked though. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's funny. He's like, "What? I got him at what? What the hell? Like, what am I thinking? It's making me look bad."
You carry the 2? You carried the 2 when you had
Bulgaria says Dion and Luke Kool-Aid is getting to you.
Fuck. You are fuck. Don't hang around. That's when you got friends who are drug addicts. You don't hang around them because you might end up doing some drugs.
It's okay, man.
Oh,
it's
my
okay.
goodness.
Embrace your view, bro. Embrace your view. It's okay.
I want to cry, bro.
It's good. It's good.
He could not believe that. He's like, I got him what?
I do. I will say though, on my paper, I did say 6 to 7 wins though. I ultimately went with 6 because I know I'll be sipping on that Kool-Aid sometimes too. All right, 7-4. All right. I'm gonna be happy this time of the year.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, and Drew, what you got?
I got dub, man. You're not freaking losing to the Bears. All right, 2 wins against the Bears. We're sweeping the Bears. They're gonna go home crying.
Ooh,
I can't believe I got my first time. All right, Cam.
Short and sweet. This is a win at home, fellas.
Let's go.
I'm with Cam. I'm with Cam. I mean, just simply put, if there was any game that was going to have emphasis put on it, it's the one that has Sheila with her hands in her palm. And she's going to, like the same way she put up with Patricia, she's going to pull up on Campbell and be like, listen, I'm not with that bullshit this year, okay? We getting a win, and we going to end this stuff this way. I think it's a win, hands down.
Yeah.
it is.
I just
My
hope
man Bo.
when they win, Dan Campbell goes over to the turkey and rips off both legs with a sleeve.
Yeah. Even though turkeys don't have knees, he just finds one.
Yeah, he's
Like,
just like he's
pops
biting
it
just
out.
the joint. You're like, this guy's a savage.
Right. That's messed up.
Hits a sled after. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. 7-4. All right.
7-4 Detroit Lions.
So the Vikings come to town.
He's just like, we gotta start this over. Hang on.
Yeah, and they're gonna beat us, all right? Because I can't give us no more wins. The Vikings are gonna beat us. Dion, what you
Agree.
got?
I agree.
Luke.
Dang.
Okay.
I changed mine. I had a loss here, but I can't have us losing twice to the Vikings. We got to change some momentum against the Vikings. I'm gonna go win because I got some stuff coming up. So I'm gonna go win here. All right, I got 8. You 7-5. Okay.
I'm gonna take an L, man. I just don't see us beating the Vikings for some reason, especially this late in the year and everything, and just whoop the Bears. You're high on everything, and then you go and versus the Vikings and just gonna make a couple mistakes. Dalvin Cook's gonna break a 9-yard run, and that's it.
Yeah. Dalvin Cook. I watched his highlights and I was like, Dion, change mine. Cam.
Yeah, I think this one's a loss. Minnesota late in the season now. Granted, we don't know injuries or anything like that, but assuming that it's the team that we see with their depth chart, and I don't know, I think that this will be a loss.
Maybe Kellen Mond makes a start and abuses us as well.
Kellen Mond.
I don't even think we get that far. Again, I think if there's a team who has a chance to sweep us, it's the Vikings. It's just of all the teams, I don't think Green Bay has that chance as high as the Vikings does. I just think the Vikings have a lot of perfect matchups against us. It's a loss for me. It sucks.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we all got losses, right? Other than Dion.
Yeah.
All right, Denver. We're going to Denver in the Mile High Stadium. And I'm not just saying this because I realize I somehow end up with 7 wins, but
We're gonna lose out.
That's a tough place to play.
we're gonna do that one.
That's a tough place to play.
It's a tough place to play, and they might have Aaron Rodgers on the team.
Oh man.
Bro, chill with that. I mean, that's not
Hey, we want that though. Let's be honest. We want
I
that.
agree.
We want Aaron Rodgers on that team.
Yeah, this is a win. The game is at 4:05. Traveling that way and having to play it later today, it helps the Lions in so many ways. This is a definite win. They're going to obviously have their guys there. They're going to have their people on defense. But again, we're running the ball. The ball is going to get ran. They might as well get used to it. I got us winning this game. Drew Lock is going to still be the quarterback. I don't think A-Rod makes it to them at all. So even if A-Rod did make it to him, I still think we win just by virtue of just being able to control the clock and run the ball.
Yeah.
Cam?
I
my bad, Dion.
No, you're good.
You want me? Okay, yeah, I think this is a win as well. Denver, like, I don't know, man. They got talent on offense. Like, they're definitely not bad. They got a great receiving core: Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Noah Fant's an absolute stud. But Tim Patrick's he's a bad man. He's good. He's very good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is one of those games you got to pound the rock. You're in Mile High. You got to slow everything down. Make sure everybody's getting their oxygen on the sidelines. Run that football. Set up your play action game. Defensively, you just got to keep everything at bay. Keep them in like tough to manage downs. But I think this one's a win.
Thanks. CJ just reminded me that they got Teddy Bridgewater. I forgot about that too. Yeah, we definitely get the win. Definitely get the win.
But can you imagine if Rodgers got those weapons over there?
It'd be insane. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
I ain't got weapons now, man. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, don't start Luke up on this stuff.
If you want this live to go on for 4 hours, then we can dive.
I'm telling you, man, don't do that to me, man.
Luke hates Rodgers like I hate the Bears.
It's not that I don't hate him. It's just that it kills me how people act like he's so woe is Aaron Rodgers.
We ain't gonna let you get going. All right, Dion.
I hate to do this because I don't really have a reason for this, but I just feel like there's that one game you don't. It's just gonna happen. And plus, I'm looking at my record and I have too many wins, so I'm gonna go loss.
Wait, Jimbo G said we was gonna lose to the Broncos. I said win.
Yeah, Luke got a dub.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make sure. Okay.
Drew, you picked, right?
No, dude.
Oh,
but
he
look,
said on my show I had us losing. Yeah, I had to change that.
I'm drunk right now. Okay, shit.
No. I changed. The only reason I had us losing that game before was because I was thinking about like, damn, we gonna travel over there. We gonna have this and this and that. But then I thought more about it, and I'm like, they got Drew Lock. like
Look, that's got Teddy Bridgewater, but yeah, man, we should have played that one like we did the Packers games. Do one with Rodgers, one without him. I mean, with them, it's a W, right? I mean, we got to say that.
With Rodgers, it's a win. Without him, it's a loss.
Yes, for
I got
them.
you thinking.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. A win for us with Rodgers?
No, if they have Rodgers, we win. If they don't, we lose.
Oh, I'm opposite. If they have Rodgers, that's a loss.
Yeah, we got crazy stuff going on this week. It's might be drinking. Yeah. All
right, Drew, my bad.
You got to win.
Oh no, we losing that one.
Ooh, yeah. See you tripping, man. Look, we match up pretty well with the Broncos. I really like how we match up with them, and I don't think that either of their quarterbacks will be good enough to sustain drives. I know they got Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, Noah Fant, all these freaking weapons, but they basically had that last year, and their offense sucked ass. So for me, I think we match up well. I think we go in there, we're gonna win.
All right, everyone picked on that game, right?
Yeah.
I had a loss.
And my bad, Luke, to stop your Rodgers tangent is just
no, you're good. You're good. No, listen, I wasn't going to pitch. I was just saying I don't want to hear no excuses for him. They make too many excuses for A-Rod.
All right, so the Cardinals, man, god damn, I'm heading to 8 fucking wins. No. The Cardinals gonna fuck us all the way up because I forgot they added AJ Green. So yeah, all right, yeah. That's a loss for us.
Look, you forgetting the biggest part, man. They added JJ Watt. Fuck AJ Green.
Chandler Jones coming back.
Watt, bro. Like, yeah, that's definitely a loss, man. Easy loss.
I feel like they added another receiver too. What you got, Luke?
Win. It's a win.
I ain't mad at that one though.
Listen, you got to keep in mind. They can have all the talent in the world. They had DeAndre Hopkins last year. They've always had receivers. They've always had running backs. They've always had defense. They've had it all. What they also have is a head coach who's not worth a damn. He may actually make Jason Garrett look like Bill Belichick. This dude, Cliff Kingsbury, he's not getting it done. He's just not. Nobody can look at that team and say that they're losing because of talent. Nobody's going to say that. They couldn't even figure out how to get freaking Isaiah Simmons on the field. It's a loss, bro.
This guy went from what, college coordinator to NFL head coach?
Yeah. Cliff Kingsbury.
That's some wild shit, man.
He went from college coordinator to NFL head coach, and he was like, I just picked up a ton of receivers in college. Can I do that here too? And no one's telling him no. Like, they dropped Rondale Moore this year, and it's like, what are you doing, bro? You have like 7 good receivers.
Yeah. With Cam C, he's like, so you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
Come on, college coordinator head coach.
Yeah. Drew, what you got? He's the one deciding factor, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say that this. Think about it. I was like, oh man, I don't know. Like, Arizona's gonna be good, but honestly, like, this is a game where you control the clock and you pound the rock. You're gonna be in a really good spot. Their linebackers, like, they have super athletic linebackers, but they're also a little light. Isaiah Simmons and Zaven Collins. If you make those two dudes play in between the tackles, that's how you win football games against the Cardinals, and you slow everything down. If you try to get in a shootout with these cats, like, that's exactly what they want. But if you can, like I said, control the football, control the clock, really make, like, pound on those linebackers for 4 quarters, pound on that defensive line for 4 quarters. JJ Watt isn't the JJ Watt that he was 5 years ago. He's an older cat now. So I think you pound the football, you control that, you control the clock, and the Lions will come out of this one with a win. I got them winning right now. I got them at like 9-4. It's unreal. Best season Detroit's had in years.
You ain't lying. Hey. Did you see this stat? We have played Arizona 16 times since 2002. It feels that way too. It feels every bit of that
every year.
Yeah.
Stop matching they damn schedule. Stop matching them.
But Dion, that's a loss for me. I know I agree with how Cliff Kingsbury overrated and shit like that, but like, I like Kyler Murray a lot. Yeah, and I think he had those weapons. Anything can happen. Anything is possible. Did we go across the board on that one? Did you go Dion?
No, I was gonna say win too. I think Luke sold me a little bit on that one. I was gonna say, man, we play this team every year. I just feel like it's always back and forth. Like last year when we got in Kyler's face, though, Like he's a short guy. You know, nothing against it. We've seen short quarterbacks really good, but I still not in love. No, hey, I'm short too. I'm not in love with Kyler Murray, but so I'll go win here. But I gotta get some losses starting soon because this is not gonna match my record. I said. This ain't good.
And I started on the same way. I was like, wait. I'm
like, hold up. I'm already at 9.
That's why I was like, wait. You can't
this is not gonna match my record.
On that one?
Yeah.
Everybody picked? All right.
Yeah.
Moving on. We going back to Georgia to play the Atlanta Falcons. I hate to do it, but I remember specifically I had this as a W. Actually, god damn, man. It puts me at 8. wait. You guys talk. I'll think back on that one. You go.
You guys talk. I gotta get back to you on this one.
I gotta calculate.
All right, Dion. Yeah.
I gotta go loss, man. I'm running out of losses. I gotta go loss here. They got weapons. They didn't go full rebuild. They might be tough to match up with. I mean, they're trying to win, right? This is Matt Ryan. He's trying to. I think like they know he's the guy right now, but he's out to prove some stuff this year. So, last year was a heck of a game though, man. That was awesome. But I'll go loss here. So that's 9-6.
Y'all crack me up how you're like, yo, I have too many wins. I gotta start handing out a house.
I got to.
Yeah. Well, the thing, because I remember I specifically put this down as a win earlier in the day because, one, I think Matt Ryan's overrated. I know he's won an MVP. He's gone to Super Bowl. It was leading in that Super Bowl, but I think Kyle Shanahan was a big part of it. And since he's gone, been away from the organization, they've fallen. But he does have some weapons, though. He added another one this year, too, with Kyle Pitts. But I'm not a big believer in Matt Ryan, man. And then we got nothing else going for him, from being truthful, that I can think of, at least.
Look, I'll tell you what, man. Their skill players are freaking phenomenal. I mean, Kyle Pitts should be really good. You got Julio. You got Calvin Ridley. I think that we win. I mean, I know they have a lot of good skill players, and they have Matt Ryan, and I think Matt Ryan is a underrated quarterback. I don't know why people always bash him, saying he's trash, whatever. I mean, he's pretty solid. I mean, he's not the greatest, but he's pretty solid, and I just don't think that they have talent across the board, though. Their O-line is a little bit older as far as their, actual good linemen. Their defensive side of the ball, they pretty much shipped everyone to Dallas, and they're like, here you go. I know our defense was trash. Why don't you take them and try and rebuild with our trash players? They are missing a lot of pieces. So unless they are able to put up just a crap ton of points and just be aggressive, which I don't think is going to happen, I think we win this game.
That's a big W for Luke for converting doubters. I'll tell you, man, he be selling shit, man.
Listen, it's just reality versus perception. And perception is going to line up with my reality. This is a definite win. I'm not a believer in Mike Davis. I had plenty of time to watch him. He's nobody to worry about at running back. They're talking about trading Julio, but even if they don't, it don't matter. That offensive line, they better find their wisdom because they spent a lot of money on it, and they better figure out how to hold it together because he's going to be getting hit a lot. They had Hayden Hurst last year, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it Austin Hooper? It was one of them two tight ends.
No, they had Hayden last year.
Right. So now you add Kyle Pitts. You were still getting dog hit from left to right. Defensively, I don't see the upgrades that they made. I like Richie Grant. That's cool. But you know what they did? They added Deron Hartman. That in and of itself is a problem. Okay. So I'm okay with that. AJ Terrell did really well his first year. But no, I think we find a way to pull it off, and it's a win for me.
Yeah. I hate to say I agree with Luke. Cam, what you got in this one?
I mean, honestly, like I'm going with what my heart tells me on this. When I look at the roster for both of these guys and kind of their depth chart, it is another team that I think the Lions can beat up front. Like with their front five, I think that they can take on this front seven and their linebacking core. And I think there's another win for Detroit, which is insane. I got them at 10 wins right now.
Yeah, it's a great score. Hey, I was glad that I know that Cam's not a Lions fan per se, so he's not as cool, as happy as us. But Luke's a hell of a salesman too, though. So.
I wish that's what the case. Shout out to my man Kurt Steele, who's in the building from Lions.
Thank you for doing that. I want to shout him out.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
listen,
Luke, shut him up.
listen. I did. You jumped all into the the
my
promo
bad.
on it,
I was like, I felt bad because you beat me to it. All right, go ahead.
no. Shout my man Kurt still out. My man Jim Bordeaux over there. The Lions on the Prowl over there doing their thing. Y'all get to see those live shows. Well, it's not really live, but you get those videos every day at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard fire show. So make sure y'all get some love going, man.
This is a good point though. Here by Go Lions. Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn knows the Falcons. That's true. That's
a great point.
Everybody knows the Falcons. That's why we're trying to figure out why they did what they did. I don't understand. Like, I'm being honest. If I was them, and you talking about a team that probably could have took a chance on a quarterback to sit and wait, they definitely could have did that because Kyle Pitts can come in and be a talent for you. And I get it, but you don't have a running game. This is not like how it was when you had Tony Gonzalez. When you had Tony Gonzalez, you also had a legitimate running back that was running the ball. I don't know why they did this.
I get the appeal of Kyle Pitts too. Like, trust me, like,
I do too.
You know, I was heavy, like, no fucking receiver, no receiver. But I was watching Kyle Pitts tape, like, fuck, shit. But
can we do this really quick? That dude live says earlier in the show, easy Luke on this hopiums. Yeah, easy 1 hour later. What you know about that hopium?
What you know about that hopium, man?
Just saying.
I am ashamed. I got I got to say 8 wins, Dion.
Did you pick a win here?
8, yeah.
You did.
Okay. Bro, you had like 11 wins. Easy chill.
Yeah, I think
Dion, why you make me say that shit twice, dog? God,
easy out here struggling. Easy, like, wait a minute. I was ready to get him a losing record, but now, damn it, I'm in it.
Yeah, you had 8. Man, if you haven't have a better record than me, something's messed up.
I know it's that hopium, man.
Man,
did we go? Everyone picked for that game?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm curious, just real quick too. So do we all have wins, or somebody got us losing?
No, I think it's all wins, bro.
I think we all got wins.
All we do is win, baby. Let's go on our way to Seattle where we get fucking a mud hole stomped in our ass by Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's not even Russell Wilson you got to worry about. I mean, this can go either way. Again, this can be either way, but it's the travel. That travel from the East Coast to the West Coast, and even though they're doing that game at 4 or 5, it's the travel. That 12th man thing is real. Like, that stadium gets loud. And if you're talking about what month is that? Let me make sure I'm right about that month. What month we in on that?
That is January 2nd.
January, bro. It's gonna be raining and cold, bro. It's a wrap. I'm telling you, it's not happening. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make it quick. That game and the game against the Packers are lost. I had them beating the Packers and splitting with the Packers, and I really believe that last game is going to be a loss because at that point the Packers is fighting for their lives. So I think the two L's for me back to back.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
We going back to back.
Yeah, man. Fuck, man. All right, depends if Aaron Rodgers there. If Rodgers there, they're gonna beat us. If he's not, oh my God. Go, Dion. You pick. Seattle game in Green Bay. Now I gotta get the fuck out of here, dog. I've been here too long. I'm tripping. I'm starting to trip.
Yo, I
think
think
hangry.
I can't believe I got these motherfuckers at 8 wins. Not goddamn.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dion.
Oh, I was like Luke said about Green Bay. You know, they're gonna be fighting for their lives. I think Seattle might be doing that too when you look at their division. And I love me some Russell Wilson, man.
Oh yeah.
I have a feeling this could be a win. Just I don't know. I can like picture it in my head. I don't know what that means, but
it's drugs. It's drugs.
It might be because I'm like watching the game. Okay, but I got a loss. Yeah, I got a loss.
What's up, Drew?
It is.
Yeah, I got a loss too, man. I just don't think we're going to be able to beat them. And if you know the Rams in Seattle, they always have tough games. Every single time they play, I feel like it's either crazy low scoring or crazy high scoring. It's always a pretty close game. I think we're going to have a loss.
Dion Willis said them hopiums is a mug. Y'all gotta be realistic.
He ain't lying, though. He ain't lying.
But I really am being realistic. I'm not even just doing this to be pressed. Like I said, a lot of these games can go either way. Let's say if it's a game that I had them winning that you don't agree with, just flip it out for another game. So if you say, oh, they're not doing that, but they beating Seattle, okay, we'll flop it. My record is still the same. They're going to beat a team that they should not beat, and they're going to lose to a team they should not lose to. We did it last year, i.e. the Panthers. How the hell we lost to them? Beyond me.
That was awful.
Yeah.
Like, that was so hard to watch, bro. Did we even cross the 50? I'm serious. I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
I
really don't think we did.
It was so disappointing, man.
That was bad. That was all bad. Cam.
Seattle's going to be a tough one, man. That's going to be a loss. They play so good at home. I will say that they're not the strongest within their front five and their defensive line, but they make up for it with a cat like Bobby Wagner's probably best linebacker in football. He has been for the last couple of years. I think they dropped that one to Seattle. I do think that the game against Green Bay is an absolute toss-up to end the year. I had them losing earlier, so I'm going to have them winning this one. But the one against Seattle is that's tough to travel back west and then go and play against Seattle at home.
Go ahead and give us Green Bay too.
Green Bay, I had them losing earlier. When you play teams that far apart, the next time you play them, they're nowhere near the team they were the first time you played. I don't know. I just think at that point in the season, you never honestly if Green Bay is not doing hot, let's say Rodgers stays, Green Bay isn't doing well, Rodgers is going to have zero interest in staying there or being good or playing good football for him. And I feel like we kind of have the same conversation every year where it's does Rodgers even want to be there, which is a weird conversation to have. But I just had him losing earlier. I got him winning this one. I think you can learn a lot from a team the first time you play and you lose. So I got him winning that, which I can't even believe this record I'm looking at for Detroit. People are going to light me up when I say
you upset Dion so much this man walked away.
Yeah, he didn't even shut off his camera.
He's like, camera off. Where the hell's the switch? Where's the flicker?
He's beating Green Bay?
Dominic Davis says, hope Yum is the result of looking at each game one at a time objectively and making an opinion instead of just thinking they're trash.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I was trying to find a broom or something, and I grabbed an old vacuum. It's not. I was trying to hey, we're sweeping, but this thing's heavy, so I'm not gonna do that. But
so we're sucking. Thought that counts.
There it is. Yeah. I don't know what this is, but I got the win. We sweeping the Packers, baby. Oh, it's beautiful, especially if it's with Rodgers. Oh, that'll be beautiful.
Man, I think Dion got us at 12 at this point.
I got us at 10. I had us lose the last 3, man.
The last 3?
Yeah, I had us on a 3-game lose streak.
You forced yourself into that one. I'm what the hell?
Oh, I did. I think I did for sure.
He goes, I think I did for sure. 100%.
Yeah. We probably went in one of the last 3. But yeah. I had to have the Packers win, so had to get this broom and everything. So I got 10.
It's not a broom, Dion. Stop saying that.
No,
I got 10 and 7. I'm at 10 and 7.
And I hope you got me high. Oh, look at my broom. No, playing.
All right.
Drew, what you got?
I got L, man. I just don't think we're going to sweep the Packers. I gave them a dub earlier, so I can't give them a dub now. And overall, I can't – I don't know. I don't think we're going to go just on some crazy win streak or a crazy lose streak. It's going to be back and forth throughout the season, and then a tough stretch at the end. Just going to end the season 8-9, man. The final prediction.
All right.
Man, that thing you put on the screen, easy, man. That looked like somebody literally just threw a dart up and wherever it landed, yep, win. What the hell? We got us lost. We don't get a first win until the Rams on the road. What the hell? And then we don't get our next win until the Vikings. What is going on?
Hey, Luke, he ain't high like us, man. He on that hope, he on dog.
Yeah, he right. Yeah, we have to get him together, man.
Hey, he look like he just joined the stream, dog. Start from the beginning. You start off with grace, and I hope you start kicking in, dog. Maybe the league will ET. What does that mean? ET
will be. Maybe the league will beat the Lions.
Beat the Rams.
Oh, we'll bet that the Lions beat the Rams. Okay.
The league ain't let us do that. Fucking. All right. So we all did those last 2 picks, right?
Easy. Yes. Who was your last 2? I wasn't paying.
Loss.
Okay.
Look, he scared himself into it as well. He's like, I can't do it.
No, I'm scared to hear what this end result is.
It's not that bad, man. You have
all right.
Oh wait, my numbers are messed up. Hold up. You were 8-9.
8-9?
Yeah.
Thank God. See,
that ain't too bad.
Bro, y'all literally were like, we winning way too much. We gotta throw L's across the board.
You just
right. That's what's funny because they look. I'm just picking the games based on matchups, and they like, okay, I get my win here, taking an L here.
That's what's tough, man.
No, Luke, you picked your shit off weather. It's cold.
Yeah.
No. I also made it clear that I made it clear that it's the travel in the fact that it's cold. That makes a
Luke was
difference,
like, all right,
bro.
Cleveland is 17 hours from here.
Bro, listen.
It snowed that one time in 4th grade. All
You
right,
gotta keep
yes.
in mind, though.
Yo, this man's
That's a lot.
Cleveland is 17 hours from me.
No, I'm just saying, you talking about coming off a bye week and hitting the road, bro. You're gonna have some rust because you're gonna be getting your rest in. You just had a 1, 2, 3, 4. How many games is that?
Bro, most
1,
people
2,
when they have a
3,
bye week,
4,
better.
5, 6,
All right, let's look
7,
at these.
He said
8
years
straight
ago,
games.
Patrick Mills.
8 straight games
wins-
before you get a bye week.
Look at because I got us 8-9. You said Dion.
Yeah, you got 8-9.
The wins I gave us, I genuinely feel, other than LA, I'm fronting a little bit, and then obviously with Chicago, I'm fronting a little bit. But I mean, Chicago, I'm not fronting that much. It depends on what Justin Fields ends up being. But the LA one, I say I'm fronting, but I truly believe that that's our Super Bowl. So we'll play our max. But the wins, like Philly, we could beat Philly easy. Cincy, we could beat. What other ones I say we were beating though? Fuck. Oh, Pittsburgh. All right, 8-9. All right, Drew, what's your record?
I had 8 and 9 too. Like I said, it was back and forth throughout the whole season, then a tough stretch at the end.
Cam?
I got him at 11-6 right now, and I know you.
Stop it. Get some help.
There you go. There you go.
I love
But
it.
like, let me explain myself before really quick. I even turned off the comments because I don't want I just got to let myself go loose on this one. This is the thing.
Go ahead.
The Lions decided to put a huge point of emphasis on this offensive line. Offensive lines win in the NFL. Teams with great offensive lines do well. There's a new coaching staff. Teams are going to have to adjust to that, which I think helps them a lot early in the season. You don't know what they're going to run. That is a huge, I can tell you from experience, when you look at the coaching staff, you're like, all right, I don't know what the hell they run. Let's try and dig up film at best. But still, at the end of the day, you don't know what's going to happen. I think they have a ton of experience on their coaching staff that's going to help them off to a good start early in the season. Like I said, they put a point of emphasis on this offensive line. I think it's going to be a lot better than people think, and I think it's going to do. I think 11-6 is a phenomenal record. I doubt that they get there, but I looked at each one of these games objectively, and I said, which one? Like, if you look at the trenches, if you look at the defensive line that the Lions are going to be playing, do I think that offensive line is going to be able to beat them? Yes, I do. I think that offensive line in Detroit is going to be a legit top 10 talent this year, and I think that's going to carry to them some wins. That's my reasoning behind it.
Bam.
Real quick, Dion Willis says Cam on drugs. But before,
Very possible.
he did join the stream like
I will not deny.
before I pass to Luke.
Cannot confirm or deny.
Hey, he's a lawyer too, so he know what to say. Congratulations on school, by the way. But that dude live, this is the best comment towards Luke I see in a minute. He said, "Hey, Luke G. Field, don't tell no one that them red pills 99% hopium with 1% Kool-Aid."
Listen, sometimes the truth hurts. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you got to look at it in a certain way. I know BBB, YP, BBB, Ipsy. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He said he here for you. He got him going 3 and whatever. I say, so you basically got us with the first overall pick. And that's just not happening.
I hope not.
3 and 14? Yeah, first round pick. No way. It's not happening. I don't see it.
Look, I'll tell you what, though. You know what? Like, people are in the chat are also, I mean, Go Lions, I believe it was like, why is everyone projecting us have 5 wins, blah, blah, blah. It's because of how much turnover we have. Everyone's like, yo, like, literally all the things I've read are Lions, roster rankings, 32nd in the league. Lions this, first overall pick. Oh, and I'm like, where the hell are you getting that from? I get Stafford's going. I do get that. But the quarterback does not win you freaking games. We built a better offensive line. We got rid of players that could not freaking play on the defense. We replaced our entire coaching staff with more competent coaches. I don't see how you downgraded. As a team, I don't see how you downgraded.
That's my view. I don't see how you got 5 wins with that pathetic thing called Matt Patricia. Even Dion tried to pray for him, and God said, "Nope, I'm not accepting it."
I got
okay, and it just didn't work. Dagger time. The worst.
We should have fired him then.
The worst defense in the league. You get 5 wins, and now you telling me we get competent coaching, competent front office, and got worse? Where the hell that makes sense? I just don't see it.
I saw an article that was like going through power rankings data at 32. Most of them I've seen are 32 or 31.
Yeah,
and their reasoning was they said like the Lions don't have receivers for his fantasy team, and that was the whole sentence. And I was like, what? That's your breakdown of it for real? You got all these paragraphs. You give me that.
Yeah, see, that shit kills me because if you really think about it, it's like, yeah, we do have worse receivers. I'm sorry, but Kenny Galladay, Marvin Jones are a better combination than Tyrell Williams, Brashad Perriman, and nobody can argue that. But as a team, you have improved significantly. Our defense was allowing like 35 freaking points a game. If you took the number one scoring offense last year and our defense, we allowed more points than the best scoring offense could possibly score. That's pathetic. You can't get worse than that. You know, so you won 5 games with that, and we had injuries and all this bull crap, whatever. You literally cannot get worse than that. Let alone the Texans have nobody. I'm sorry, but they're going to be at the bottom of the barrel, all right? There's a couple teams that are really struggling out there, so I don't even care if you do think we downgrade. We are not worse than a couple of these teams out there.
That's a good point by my man Corey. He says, it is important to remember just because our team gets better doesn't mean we're going to get more wins. That isn't how it works. Unfortunately, that is true. But I think a couple of years we'll be that shit. That's what I got.
Yo.
So I had to burp. That's why I had to take that weird pause. So I was like,
is 8-9 a playoff team?
No. I mean, I don't know with the 17 game schedule. Maybe I don't know.
There's got in last year.
I do feel we.
I just don't see it in the NFC. If we were in the AFC, I could see that happening. But in the NFC, there's a lot of freaking good teams.
Okay. I was just trying to get someone to say yes. So Easy had us in the playoffs.
Yeah. No, you're right, man. 8-9. Sure.
Yeah.
Dagger time. I used to joke around with that. My friend, I said dagger time sounded like something he used to tell his wife before he, you know what I'm saying, to do business.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't even get it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everyone who joined, man. If you guys don't know, if it's the first time tuning to Woodward Sports, tomorrow. Daily, actually, Monday through Friday. Joik Bell has a show with Sean Belegian from the WFA and The Fan. He's a long-time radio. Then obviously, guys, if you're Lions fans, you know who Joik Bell is. He's live daily from 11 to 1 in the morning. The Morning Woodward Show. They're live from 8 to 10. And then at noon, you catch me with Darren McCarty, 4-time Stanley Cup champion, from 3 to 5, along with the beautiful Pilar and Tom Mazaway. Luke G, you can find him down below. Hook Cam, I'm gonna add yours too. Andrew, Dose of Dion. I appreciate you guys for joining, man.
Yo, for sure.
Well, for sure. But we can't never end the show without positive vibes, man.
Yes, sir. I was about to pass too.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen,
drug dealer, guys. Luke G.
Bro, he writes these and gives them to
I'm just giving them red pills out so we can be woke.
Yeah, fortune cookie Luke G over here.
Hey, listen, man.
Hey, that's what Luke been doing this whole time. And one day we will catch him on the mic like, yeah, so don't give up.
Your lucky numbers. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to read that.
Like my grandma used to say, one tongue chat. Oh, my bad.
Y'all is crazy, man. Y'all is crazy.
Had it backwards. My bad. My grandma used to say no. Go ahead, Luke.
y'all, man, enjoying every bit of it. Listen, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, people. So that means that the positive quote has to go towards just that. So here's the positive quote, and it comes from a very good source, the internet. Someday, and some days, you just have to create your own sunshine. It sounds so simple, right? Creating your own sunshine, right? And when you think about them days where you are in your head and in your thoughts and you're feeling down and you don't know who to turn to or who to talk to, sometimes it just needs you to walk outside, do something that you love doing, and create your own sunshine. Sometimes you have to find a way, some kind of way, some type of reason to tell yourself to get moving. If you can do just that, if you can find a way to enjoy the best parts of you, then you are already off to a good start. The day looks better, it feels better, and the sun that you created is shining on you in ways that you never knew. And when that happened, others noticed you, and now the conversation is had for you to get whatever's on your mind off your mind and onto somebody else's lap so you can be helped. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, take that time. Please take that time to take care of yourself. And as always, don't be no chump. Please Please do your research. Thank y'all for joining the roundtable presented by Woodward Sports this time, right? We're going to call it that, right? Because that's what we did it on, 100%.
Yes, sir.
So appreciate
Yes,
it. And make sure you subscribe to my man, the Hood Cam. If you don't know who Dose of Dion is and you're a Lion fan, shame on you. Real Detroit Lions fans, you got to check out their channel. Check out DSA and Detroit Sports Alliance. And as always, enjoy your day.
Yes, sir.
Stop it. Get some help.
We out.
Terrible,
Hey,
man.
Chad.
It's easy. Speak easy, baby.